You are joining the losing team, you know, but you have the winning team, you know. If you can't beat us, it's better you join us. Let us say, welcome to Accra, Bonalve, Marhaba, Kolavia. Mini Edward Ramaba ASN, the radio PRO, the Kubalama. And I pay my text message, you know, and for 0248 071174 0248 071174 0248 071174. Na yanyi bre enken kan emfa ema wo. Na ensame na su Ghana ha. Ensame na ekoso man Ghana mu ha. Ensame na edi adenteche. Ensame na ekoso a. No mi no. Epe mu nchire mu. Anope eneti na esi nkonja. Any enter kopem se no krompe mu ebebo on this hottest ever social political morning show on Western Diamond TV. That is Western in the morning. Edi ka catch us NPP amanyoku no womo ede ena ye ka ne ne womo enam ena ho apaso sanse bofo ene de enam eho apaso ena efene abanso de esi hu konwa edie ebre bi na pilolo na woso eduru bebi na kwankwa ye ala tekruma sa agro no eduru bebi na ame na papa eduru bebi ampesu be ne mu ni ade a ende wo se se efe bibi titinto efe bibi titinto TV game ni ade efe bi so abisisi mode so agro bia ne bre bia agro bia eba na yi NPP agro na woso o se esi nkonwa ne yedie na me adma kan de fanu mienu ene ya wada wachina ifiada intino uyinda wachina obi na obetwa campaign the operational guidelines party mpenu for the buy no obi bia na obetwa campaign ya me adon wachina proud to Saturday primaries no intianda any campaign dey tatwo is Western Diamond TV abon mo dem pa every Monday na ebepem na Thursday and opinion number bia no ya de empenufu a ono eka campaign team wa DMB Dr. Mahmoud Baumi asset up omo ka ho edimu tintima pa even to the extent is the Western regional coordinator ema the campaign no yewra merekuduka abefia ama me ni di nkomo empenufu bebre no na ba chairman Bast being the deputy any empenufu hodo lawyer Boa Manyako eno oba ha o campaign team no odi akotene pa na me nua Frederick Odiodu Freddy King also be here. The phone on Anaba, and then another surprise, and Mamma, another surprise, anyway, the Mamma. I would say, Mamma would need the actual war. You say, an element now, but I say, you have for just a minute, ND and Como MMP, morning motivational pill, MMP, morning motivational pill. We know a motivational quotes are, aya, and a pebia, the better answer. Yati ewura yankomo a yedi eba be sumo me din ka catch us with text message you know F0248 071174 enfre sisia ebe no so we ma kwa mo afre ba sisia de text yen 0248 071174 na yangi bere enkenkan enfa wana pay me no ni koma bi say who are you wono hwan. Who are you? Who wine? And Pebble no so be say who are you are? A name of you. A can be so no tonesi na would be so ni and a better say. Who person be son of someone? Like I said, before Accra a woman say be a ubune phone business. Who are you? I don't know at chain. And you want the polite way. Or kwanya ye any dear kwanya yo bugo kwan so a and pay and no and I mean be say who are you? Any dear kwan so no I. And ye ba kuna obi bugo fu be say who are you? Who are you? And ye no but near abodue ewo mu akontoye mu ewo mu abotre ewo mu no and I mean be say who are you? Define yourself. Oh no why. But we be sound question we da. And we be sound question we pain. Sa question we be sound we pain. Say me kura me no wine. Who am I? Who am I? Me no wine. We be sound we pain. So we no wine. So we be sound we pain. The end of the be sound. So who you wine? de ni ka be trim se o me no okyeremaba na okyeremaba no ye hwan ai okyeremaba no ye hwan. Who are you? I say I am Samuel Dingo. Samuel Dingo I am hwan. Who are you? I say me Yaro Kel. Yaro Kel I am hwan. No be say say who am I? I pe ma me kika bere wiki to bi ma ni nyina so na me fa kan kire say you are who you are. Who are and you can define who you are. One of which may define it near wo ye and won't be defining mount because when you won't say you be any more when you want I say you be any more. I say only you can define yourself. Only you can define yourself. Only you can define yourself. Wunkuto eno to me achira ho se ne ho sitie se ne wo ye ubisa ho a intime ne hwan wow no bisa ho. Who are you? You are the one you are and who are no are. Just say only you can define yourself. Let the word do it for you. Emma ewiase and define wo emfa maw. They will define you at time. We may define you at time because in Penny say nya wote yante ni ono no so watie no kura no so kwa kwakyere mu a wakyere mu puto wankyere mu yie. Which means ni ono cross one tie no one tie o na mom de so ono wote ye no a wogina wote asem bi no okwa akwakire mu nso a okwakire mu poto e kire wo se asem no ba obi enu obetumi akire mu se wo no asem no fa ho no e no obetumi akire mu enti bisa ho se wo ye hwan. Let the word do it for you. Emma ewiase no enye emfa ma wo. It also say with notable advice to be yourself. With notable advice to you is that be yourself. Think for yourself. Dreama wa ho amo bi ndwema. Sa wa wo ya wa ho se mia mini a wonnim ho na wo twen so a amo bi ndwemfa ma wo. Ye woni pan bebre wo wiase mu a dwen ne de ma wo mo. Be innovative, be creative. Oh, we are war into creative bribi. For one dream on Yakopon de Amawono, for creative bribi. What you do, yes, one and one year. On creativity for Frobia. Why any day we at the end of warrior dear count to spice up near warrior no. Be yourself, think for yourself. Can be my so what two answer what two? Media sana metie. Just a muko bana me bisa me questions as me ya no. Oh ya dia sa yi krofo dwuma mu ye dia se me kra me nim me ko bisa bi kra mpo se me bi aye mpo dia. Ma bisa madam fo no so ko e bisa questions ban. Me ma me se me ya 35 years ana me nwade ye. Sa papa kro be wo no ka kire me sa me mpa berema ni nsem obie me mpa berema no wanka sa onifie o berema won depend on obi so no na me ne no enante o me ma me kra de se me twempla kra no a sika no me brand bi nti me ma me ya awe nti ne se ne beto kwan so no de I don't know ba me ma me enim se me ko bum me ma fa so a sika no me brand bi won to me ndwe ma no ho se ne wo ye no se ne papa mu o se ne bone mu o ne maame aka se eyanko ane de eno ano beye to bi na adwema no hwe wiye wonum bi da wiyi wonum bi da ti yesi wiye no mu wiye hye wiyi on shi bi da enkrofo ko kani won hia bi da ensa wonum bi da sabi predias emape won pe bi da why such a gentleman such a should be a man war a lady now so essence on one twin man huntino ne now for sware one ma kwa kan hwe and a woman ba man resource and say oh unim and sa uria utumi a guy pa hunu ni pa bia so mo yentatia awe ni so ensa uria no to mo tintan a utumi hunu ni pa so mo yentatia wi no ko base ko sheba na wo de obehunu ni amba obehunu utumi di define uja wonan so bem yey we are junkie so we are the junkie bem into the binom akwa ka and o be ka kire no wo tumi ndwen mo no ankasa ho say we me bush mo bi anum bida into me am akwa hie e dia na betumi dia bra mu yen ono wo ndwen ho. Think for yourself jema ho be yourself wa and read will be your home no ye de ono no onim no ho and wo ye ne o ye no woni no sabe eso obreku Accra eso no obreku Accra na so nimpa so kra na eso no akokọ kra obia na ne hyebre ene ne nkrabia. Don't mind them. We o hye ensa wonom wo bo hye de oye bibia wo bo hye wo sandi bibia bi oye bi. But you should think for yourself. Game on and pay and let go of who you think you are supposed to be. Now and Jane say we see a guy. Intimacy me person me a guy ni bi. Senior high school me call ye brand na SSS. Senior secondary school. Benso senior high technical. Esi asa na friend no. But time me won your friend best. Benso secondary technical. Be the best of yourself. Any your motto. Be the best of yourself. Ye motto eno no. It is a was to your anthem no a. Ne last stanza no say be the best. Be the best. The best of yourself. The best. Me voice in yet of yourself. Me too high keep and my voice na say me that and pin fancy a. Ne ko enim. Ma mincha benso man na mincha benso senior high technical school ma. In fact mo yamfum so kra school no nkofo bebre no anu enni bia school no ehye school no wa benso ya hinkro wasafia ase na hinkro no titakwa ehye benso ase san nkro na wo takwa ni potemu na no wo mo hye benso ase ye wo secondary school ho enti no mesrawo wo ye placement a place ko benso senior high technical school me da CP anopay yantinsin komomu but as e be ko ye interviews no so no me wo videos bia any nkomo bia medima no atumu be just a minute na fe yatiesie interviews nim GH1 journalist bi akwaka asem oyoba ama Ghana for twaboro no e social media no so empoma Kevin Amatela abrante no waye TV station wana yiri jare no ana yiri akampo no waburuchira wontumi ye no hohwe no na yiri na feedi no anopa no de duane abre no no wa lock no awia no de duane abre no wa lock no enumre no de duane abre no wa lock no sebe oba no kofa no no a enam no sunti otumi tira aburuchira oye ne nnwuma e wo hono mu no oba no asebe ni oba no be ka no be ma ne eye no sa ba ma na oba the detective man no Kevin Taylor no momo so no so e wo Ghana ha because we din samfon aka nkwase asam e wo TV so e wo ne TV station na oye ni program wi ade aka na ye hu ne de ye no ama akeka kansam ama NDT fonso eso no so ama nei won ma ba ban mu won fi so no de ye no ene atani odi ye no a mo de ba ban mu no eno na anwi no won mo power and this one will go and at the end of the day no e be buabo won mo NDT fo nankasa because NDT fo no won mo epe atanie say obi ndi aban wo so na tem na mo fa nya popularity no de wo hwa ebra brante makọ efe no ni din kra de sen kra glass nko ano nya ya no kasa glass nko a efe ne sen mi efe ne din sa brante no was status wo didi atem edidi na nado atem akeka kansem egumpenfo bi no fi e wo man Ghana mu ha no na eye NDC for there because na NPP e na wa ba mu Twini Jonas no na NPP na wa ba mu ti Twini Jonas efa ne phone bia no a na okwaje baby no didi na nado atem ne ade enai ohunu se NDC mu ba mu Twini Jonas no wono kro ya asanso ba wo didi mu atem because ebra no wo didi NPP atem no mo nyanyansa sembi as an opposition party and can't no because opposition no mo na criticize the ruling government no and it's obitini be did the ruling party no and our government no atemu a mo opposition no e so mo na mo condemn dia wo ye no na yenya NDC dance ni bia ma na me condemn Twini Jonas no and wo course din samfun e wo bi man so a and wo toma ne ye wo social media no so don't feel say bia sabe Twini Jonas be koso a na wadi atem nyame ncha de na NPP abo position Twini Jonas no NPP ni aba mu biem to woni bibia aka efa NPP ho ɛna wadane ɛde aba mo NDC fo no mo so wadane ɛde aba mo NDC fo no so to the extent say wotumi catch on mampani John Dramani Mahama say sebe mpenduasa 1 2 3 odidi na tem atani odidi na do na kwakufu ado na mo condemn no ene wodi bi didi mo and no one that say NDC ba be mu no social media no so ɛna wo mu bu oman no social media no so ana NDC won mu ebu o man no nto mo biri bi o ma bia no no mo de aba to social media no so ana ya this like a that like a this like a that like a this e wo social media no so ana mo ye PR to the extent say even social media no so ana mo choose candidate e de ama NPP say dodo na say on pe Kennedy ohine Japan ana mawi ja sa Kevin Taylor ama Taylor no enso di again na temi bisa say na bolare ne GH1 na mo kra no ge wo mu kofa no he wo mu kofa no baller so ye wo mu kofa no galamsey site in fact on be fa no jare na e wo say UK say US wo no e wo be fa no e bisa say na ge we so mu kofa no he asem again ne kan ye no I am very legitimate legit but ye Ghana na kase na politics e di emu e boy edam politics no e jimi yan yara bacho fa abrantie say I show speed was why no now some na make just a minute now for you where you come mu nkasa yes say I show speed was I show speed be you be say already almost a streamer or followers or and our social media no so but with all due respect social media no so when you boom mine we are man penny we are foreign affairs minister now privilege be their brain woman ya man ka say bia o sibesibi o followers wo social media no so and we free US intino you better be crowd for no so ade amagana dru empempenso bi amase akwa bobosen bi a and akwa privilege be dey free wa aye so easy dia maye because I show speed no at the Ghana to level bi a obia no enim Ghana na wan catch us Ghana obia enim no ewiase mu ha wan catch us Ghana obia enim Ghana say you were country be a friend Ghana or West Africa man so wonim into no I show speed no and I bet me the followers or social media no so no e de Ghana do sa empempen so no and they Samuel Okuja to black on the Facebook post be we ya na screenshot to send wo mo be issue Ghana passport e de ama I show speed because wa ba be di Ghana jollof ama wa ja to me say Ghana jollof desen Nigeria jollof and so you Ghana hama Ghana fo amoye omanma e line tin so mo kwa pre passport kwa wonu enya aje se ofa protocol utue sika ense se wutua say 500 Ghana cedis I was say wutua close to 2000 Ghana cedis and so when your passport a 34-page passport e wo man Ghana mu ha wo kra na why registration we na so mo fra wo na wo kwatwa wo phone ni impo ni ade na particular sim bibia ya intact ni etumi ma passport no etumi di abosome enfe ansa passport no kwa wonsa kan eno kwa na so otuatua ho enso bia be di Ghana jollof o se Ghana jollof de ana nkwasiade nso aka ho no se yamia a pool of jollof ana brand we hura to jollof nim but we okay some look at to black one ni post ni okay yen fa mfiri so ni enwura videos na jollof no yesi easy wa be kan fu Ghana jollof ntino ye man Ghana passport ye issue Ghana passport ye man no the Ghana jollof no ko dru level bi nti abrante ni nie menim se we the social media no so en hwade we di jollof no wie no en oto no ho eto jollof nim en oto jollof nim no hwe Ghana fo di jimie we ho jimie nti ababa won ko kan se ye so so nsamfun so a some okuja to ablakwa no mo expect say obetumi de on na mamuo na du empempenso bi asebe ni die ho no bo cheap ho elo ho so obi abedi jollof akanfo Ghana jollof ntino maye a pool of jollof and wato no wato jollof nim owie ye hwe na Ghana ma wo mu di jollof na branche no to no hutu mu no we ye bra wo ko Nigeria iti Nigeria fo na e ka asemi kire yen wotie narration na e da Nigeria fo de na ase no a wo bisa say na even kwa I show speed no eba Ghana ha no ana oba Nigeria no kwa me so ye fa so ye serve no jollof ye no jollof ye do plate so ma no na odi ye eno ano no but Ghana no sebi producer sa betimi bra sa bra no a ye hu broni a kwesi broni ma che ya fekere gongon kwesi broni ma che ya fekere gongon ye di na chia kokro neja ebi ya na ya sa na ntia ba krom no sai lifestyle ni bi na stay na we mpanimfo no emu ene imprempren mu amena okase so obi abedi Ghana jollof ena manoa a pool of jollof e dey so won to no huntum ena wato no wato wetiete me ba to ade na wona ye nati o e aduane jollof ena wetiete mu wo wie ya Ghana matie si jollof no so no mudie ye wie nso a ye se ye man Ghanaian passport because wa ba kase Ghana jollof e dey what a nonsense no obi kan ya mo se wo me pacho ana oyo oba no so ntino and I apologize some of my words were unsavory ne ade in fact Ghana ha no ye tipu ya ho e wo nyoma bebre mu ye tipu ya ho e wo nyoma bebre emu ye tipu ya ho e wo nyoma bebre emu ye de nyoma bebre edi agro e wo man Ghana mu ha but ye wona komo mu we de na mbasa me de tete ho okay ye wona komo mu na ye hwe komo ahodo nso a e wo ho ena Supreme Court enso etumi eruliye on yewra Matthew Yindam Pandai member of parliament ni case no a NDC PC no wade kodan Tamale High Court a in a way ne yakase nkwankwa run na de ko ba en say won so antiase e wade kodan Supreme Court ama enei enra no Supreme Court edi asem no by 4-1 a majority decision get me say yewra Matthew Yindam one question one year member of parliament in fact uhwese na ni gie ewo kro no so no a na ni kapa ma me ni common fanfa won na yakohwe sania kro no so esitie emprempremu a ye declare Yewra Matindam say we a member of parliament for the people of Pandai Yewra Kenneth Jato constituency chairman Emma NPP Amanyoku no secretary rather we constituency secretary Emma NPP Amanyoku no yene ni ndi komo Kenjato good morning. Hello good morning.
Morning.
Pacha pomu
Good morning say adumo na wo say
na me adum ye ho ye pa na Pandai ti say
Pandai boko
sa
ana boy de Pandai bi boko
very well. Ye videos bia ye TV no so kwa na da so a kire se womanfo Pandai no omani age papa after Supreme Court declare Yewra Matindam say one question a member of parliament for the good people of Pandai what is sound of pay inferior need to say feeling need to say e dey na for eka e won bonten so
that's it I'm chair at your phone so but so correction me kakra e from Kennedy Jato
Kennedy yes Kennedy chairman all right
oh me say o see NDC around
NPP NDC dey the heading
NPP constituency chairman
and NDC dey the heading Chakai uni ayanko enum
nti that na newo anapa media na no kano na da ready oh say yeah na ekoso no ha ma for pa ti ya Supreme Court now confirm here no ma ninje ni like Kenya amount for our Pandai group that is yes ma so today I was saying for Jinkama me MP but nya haje wo me say enye se ne na omo kana yampa enya ampa na NDC candidate in NDC for being nana omo play in the minds of NDC supporters and na omo didi musa be pie ewo Supreme Court sa no so part of it now say who you be say when it's too much of solution is bad also omanya declare munya 2024 and say a bit more or from a different way anything or deep and at the end of the fra or monkamudi effort so and next year no there yes promise ahead higher because Kama will see an empty time or would near acquire like to me you know I was telling you yesterday say I am saying even to the sense of the parliament to cry the came upon you know say now it's an embarrassment. I said I should see and so Supreme Court I can't say put me for penny or for Ghana. Lord, it's in yes, the but then say the work chain we see a more but also and one thing ended before that and now yeah before so I was saying and share yes he said in future no shape it me what was an yes and so yeah who said 10 out of 41 police stations are on the court. Then, almost say, yeah, what I'm a president, I am with some MP, and I am a police or say, court and council. That's how we vote in one hand.
I said, President, vote no do one, candidate NDC, the coin when you vote in the doing to know one chance.
Presidential vote, no. Presidential vote, no, the same preventive vote. I vote, and it's in a police station, and it's in a now, some president, I'm first MP, I mean, I'm MP, and I'm first MP, I'm president. Over matching. So, and then I got there was a council result. Young chair, and I young feature. So, we will say, one station we will open it yet, or yen so who. Oh, obviously, I'm going to be a presidential, no, my parliamentary. You should know what the alcohol to say because the dear feeder. Oh, yes, you know, what happened? What I say. So that was what was happening. See, the High Court in the now, yeah, first, the High Court, no, now, and now, but so what I confirm it with the
okay, yeah, we say on the 6th of February, now, no, Mokase, Bibiabe ready, say, be at the intia, majority of the judges, you know, Edidine Mudema, Yara Martin Dam, no more report, no, able to media by Amaduma, 6th of February, Tiahen say, able to make kind proceedings, no, send your course one. But were you expecting this victory? Because this Francois Casse, you hear from them. Maybe I don't go for review, Bini Adia or Supreme Court war. And no more expect to be bizarre. No more expect here. I don't intend this Francois Casse. You hear from them.
We indicate him. What was the yes, the system before, you know. You need to say almost say, among them says, I don't be able to one. I don't see the I consider the number. I don't say I. And all of a sudden, what can judgment, you know? What say I? And the judge is obviously so can judgment, and nobody don't want. What was the answer of the and say it was the same jurisdiction. A friend say a gazette vision.
Yeah.
And it's another almost and it's on the court review. Almost review said that yeah, there's a your papa and now or more different dates. Apart from that, you know, how are they going to do review? I don't know. So that is the problem and it's for they don't always try to mislead their supporters. That's the false hope. And yes, I did an review. It doesn't make sense, I shouldn't to say. It doesn't make sense because we say review look and a lawyer for say review crap over the 2 judges in the back couple. Seven. They say you were 4. If you attend the 2 can have 3-2. Young family said 2 look at bar. Or young family said or me 2 ama NDC. If you have 3-4. And see what was the change?
Yeah, Kennedy, I've been also can't send me another school of thought and so say when actually say there is certain agenda and this for some of the air ban ampa we actually say a judge for num ye na no ebinom ka say o ma pani ba ye wo de bia keke ka ho ni ade even endis na wo so kometumi aye bia manipulate system no to the extent say o metumi di asem no ade ama omo peace na wo mo de no koy Daniel Insala papal no now so ambaso sa ayetumi didi ama NPP member of parliament no emu oram kakra tino omo ka say reset no eso mfaso no bi na NPP enya no ananye ne sa na emom no judiciary no se no mundumedi esitie ne mra ebata wo mo ho no na ometumi di asem no a yewura mafindam etumi enwini case no
so what I made the local court about winning case no
so what say no
yeah that is a fact but in the court no we didn't do anything. Yeah, they say as someone like we went to Supreme Court because of date of Gazette, so they can't change it.
Okay, all right. You're a Martin Dam, the Ben of a constituency now. Abedam was here. Martin, who will be?
And then Yamia Duma, every time you may know.
Okay, Mate, Mamma Dasana, and Ra, a Bukuni and Becca sent your hesse, Imianoni and then I can sound swift for the hair. And did you counsel Senia and City Mano? Mamma Dasano pay. Konadu Jato Pandai constituency secretary Emma NPP amanyokuo no ti anopei wono ene ne kodi nkomo nti yaro yɛhwɛ sa ɛyɛ folder no ne ndi nkomo so mfa ho yɛhwɛ nim se ne yɛwura Matthew nda mbedi nkomo ɛna some liars bi a wɔn soso no emra mu no omunnimu a wɔmatumi aboa yɛ ne etumi akyerɛ nsɛm no mu yie aso sɛ na kam endi se wɔn kwa so betumi manipulate system no ne edidi ama Daniel anase ɛyɛ fair trial ɛne fair means a yɛdidi asɛm no ɛna ajajfo no so etumi edi asɛm no enti bata yɛ konko tie yewura Gary Nimako Mafo where director of legal affairs Emma NPP Amanyoko no after
Nyindam still remains the MP the people of Pandai, so we call it still maintain. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I mean the majority in parliament say that they would consider the option of a review. They say they disagree with the decision of the court.
And for one decision, you can come up with review. Review, there are two. Therefore, will not change their position. To be 4-3 in the likely event. So I think they should just forget about it.
I mean, there are those who say that, and in fact, they say in their press conference that you and the MEP have exhibited.
Who say?
Roxanne Nelson, the Court. He says when the High Court in Tamale gave that judgment, you were very sad about that, and you actually used language on the judge that they did not agree with. But now you've gotten a favorable judgment, and you are singing praises in the Supreme Court.
You see, when you come to court, and the decision goes whether one way or the other, you take a legal route. What we did as a party. We took a legal route, and the court has said us. So that should be it.
Thank you very much.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you to Almighty God for what He's done in my life, and to also thank my lawyers, and also use this opportunity to thank the Supreme Court judges for the ruling. Because it's clear that the people wanted to change the will of the people of Pandai, but the Supreme Court has affirmed the will of the people, and I'm most grateful to them. I also want to thank the party from the head to the bottom, that is national, regional, and the constituency, for the support they've given me, and the people of Pandai. I'm sure that when you are in Pandai today, you will see the joy of the people, because they voted for me and they expected me to serve them for the 4 years. I also want to thank His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for the support he's giving me throughout. I am most grateful. May God add several years to his current years. And I know by the will of God, he will serve this nation one day. I am very grateful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that is Martin Nyindam, but some of his colleagues have always been in court, giving him support. Samia Uko is one of his colleagues in Parliament, and he's always been in court. It appears for you this decision of the Supreme Court was expected.
For the good people of Pandai constituency, I don't know, pay Wakasa, you know. But before that, no, you're a Gary Nimako Mafo, Esquire, Director of Legal Affairs, ma NPP, Amanyoko no Edin Kan Akasa. Na Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, Onimiyan Fui, and so I congratulate Ira Matthew Nyindam on Facebook and what the two went to know. No so say Wabana Baso Pa, say Okupano Wakwe na se bin predu aso betumi so esiesie efunumu anamponko akọ eye akon na so yakopon na di nkunumdie e de eba. So congratulations to my brother Honorable Matthew Nyindam, reaffirmed MP for Kwandai constituency. Keep serving your constituents well. Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia ono kwani yanseni yansafo a meka se emprempremu ono aside party mumpenifo a womodo omo trinkwansem akwade amano no ye hwempenifo bi nso a ohono omudi ade yinu mu omokọ okun ya ono kwa na mate se mehunu so se wogina ono a Facebook so na o congratulate Yewura Matthew Nyindam ntino eno sem no afei yanko eye Pandai na yankonko hesania amanfo mo okro no so wo mo te se yasan are afemo wo member of parliament wo mo to aba no bumbum de ma no no wo ni giensem wo mo to yensem chofo ni mu na ekotie bi eba ya ne mbranimfo ebedi nkomo afa sa proceedings ekoso e Supreme Court no ene adisuade a o se esua erefiri mo ntino video na ready a ye nkonko he bina yembra medase asan are afemo o member of parliament o moto aba no bumbum de ma no no muni giensem a mo nsem chofo ni mu na ekoti bi eba ya ne mbranimfo ebedi nkomo afa sa proceedings ekoso e Supreme Court no ene adisuade a o se esua erefiri mo ntino video na ready a ye nkonko he bina yembra medase asan are afemo o member of parliament o moto aba no bumbum de ma no no muni giensem a mo nsem chofo ni mu na ekoti bi eba ya ne mbranimfo ebedi nkomo afa sa proceedings ekoso e Supreme Court no ene adisuade a o se esua erefiri mo ntino video na ready a ye nkonko he bina yembra medase asan are afemo o member of parliament o moto aba no bumbum de ma no no muni giensem a mo nsem chofo ni mu okay ya hese benya sound na mamo na yetumi etie ensemo mukeka ye no nti no menim mo hwe sound na maya se sound so
don't you also have educated people? So we don't have anything much to say. Matthew has won. Matthew computer. Comfort is I don't think I am from Dr. Bio. Or comfort is I campaign Bandai. Brabaya campaign. The right thing. So for that matter, Panda, we have been vindicated. The Supreme Court.
Na yesisi no ewo Tamale High Court. Na yandi nkomo we. Yane lawyer Andrews Ohinijan oye a private legal practitioner. In fact, Ebrano Emranwa otulobu ase na wakyerɛkyerɛ mu ma yenso yemu bi yate ase ewe fiefie mu. Council department kan mache.
Mimi anopɛ image also.
Na bia bɔkɔ de.
Radia domina homo ko ya so etia.
Eda oba de nyankropon ase. Me general manager berma bana ne kuro de Abu Prah ase minchia wana pay fama na ja wetie ne nechi eda nya no a yehia we ese ede ne nchi anso ede ma wo nto so chia wana pay why so Kumasi nti o ma me pan no na ya na wa from am so omra magibi anapa mu di kuma me say na pan ho ko mo be kra no mu di na so san na mo me to pan no ebe yi
correct bread pa
o na say o sheyi no. All right, anapa yi yamra profession nim as a legal practitioner mbanimu ni awaben. In fact, me hunu artworks bebrebe e wo mbiambia media houses ndi ye do kapa obia no epe nkyeremu fa ne mra no a ne wafro na nso onya abotrama no wa kyerkyeremu. But you starting free Tamale High Court council ede na ankoye e wo hono ntia the same embrakro ye ye tabiri asam no de ba Supreme Court ye court no ba tan a one ye watumi overturning ruling no ama Yewra Matthew Nyindam member of parliament for Pandai constituency is yes one san koto anso enye ne MP ede na ankoye wo mfimfini wa ende you know adanisa me ntie we
to be one
mimi anopɛ Mechana Chia or Chifu, Chagana for Central, North and South. Check a joint commerce and MP, Unity, Bush. Of course, I don't have to take it, but for instance, Commerce Palunda, extended about a month or so ago. And Davino Mako and the former CG and then Wanaka Ekaboom yesterday. Obidia Samak upper dine Tamale High Court. The Tamale Court, you know, and she now yes and I seek, you know, Yahani and Sam Trini because we may be Uncle ye. Court no etna yes etna the no no and the no team no any near evidence of that being in to yen sound court to abano so of course what the course of Ghana will be actually against it
yeah
it was unnecessary so that I in the year so we said that and one of the judge in the kitchen when we said and what because my example of 2012 election petition and is it 2016 and 2016 election petition said looking at what 2020
and 2012 yeah
2020 yeah looking at the nature of national restriction and in your man any previous events that are precedents of course MPP also at the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court interesting now more a friend is saying to my hair constitution I don't know some number pashe decision personally I'm not surprised of the outcome.
Okay.
I'm not surprised of the outcome. Under Article 99 1A of the 1992 Constitution. Make it the representation of the people's law, 1992 PNDC law 284. And of course, High Court civil procedure rules on election, CI 127. HSA, the Tuapa, not election, what's the more? Forum, no, a High Court, number one. The Tuapa, a friend is a parliamentary. The parliamentary was parliamentary election. Not the one that you now just a forum, no, a High Court, and also the court. Now, going not the appeal with the court of appeal and court Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court is not matter of interpretation and after enforcement.
Okay.
The first you know, there was duration, time limiter, and what said that particular issue, matter, no, but at the time, court, you know. For 21 days within which over other court. But when this become what we should say, case in the own person over here, lapse of time, action for the law. And a timeline a mandatory and not discretionary. A mandatory. And yes, if you are can some whole panel work for filing. The two of you a case area that we can imagine for Yama on what filing. 21 days. Continue decided and then say how you want it done because we are only time. Once the duration became fellow, but you will or Chayama more than 21 days, that means months since almost a year or something.
Because you know, Tamal High Court, and I think so. The case no call 24th of November. No, 24th of November, no, and court no ruling, which means all call before 24th of November, no.
Even though I think that or check more than 6 months. I mean,
yes.
Actually, and some of the upper pilot matter. And you know, from that standpoint, from the duration standpoint, you know, court, you know, that is the high the Supreme Court, you know, earlier said from what they said, no, they said, the High Court elected jurisdiction. Some which election petitioner MPs in the file, you know, because the petition was presented outside the mandatory time limit, you know. And at the statutory time limit.
Yeah.
Because the amount of duration is 21 days. What months attempt and sell out filing. And to make me say, the High Court in the first year, that's not so.
Because results was gazetted on 24th of December 2024. Into no, ya gazetted now afraid now, and yes, and which now.
It's a time limit.
Sure.
It's the time when I know some and the care I want to and the also and of course I support the ruling of the Supreme Court. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Surprised the crowd.
Okay.
I think it's expected. Yes.
Okay, council, yes, a judge for no more one mutina case in so. Now, me for me, some next question. One, a judge for to be a year near minimum there, but in law, no, near or presided on a case, you know. One so to a many be now, because only 5, you know. You are Scott poor mine, one Gabriel Scott poor mine, one presided over the case. And a year judges beat is Justice Yoni Kolendi. Amedu Tanko, Samuel Asiedu, and Henry Kofi. Omi enum at the end of the ruling, no, and 9 say, Yura Matthew Ndam, one question member of parliament, and a Baku. Na and 9 no, and a Medi Kabubono, Yoni Kolendi, Amedu Tanko, Samuel Asiedu, and Henry Kofi, which means Yura a year Gabriel Scott Poor, my dear, Emerson, no, one fan vote now, Kwama. Matthew Ndam. That's why I'm asking. So, who can say what two abani biana? And I say what China do voting. No say we pay any idea no.
Of course, all the judges are. That's not after much long. I will find some voting.
And here has got one man one no.
Only I'll find some voting. Because once we judge over the matter, no, all of them have the opportunity to vote.
Yes.
Based on the Hogan said. They have the right to vote. Yes, they have the right. All of them. I'm not right. I'm able to. I'm not really. Of course, I mean, anyone that makes entirely from. I don't know whether it was from him. And it's all cut. I don't know the office say. Also, and these and river. I don't know whether I am aware to be.
Yes, because on say Baku dissenting here. And I'm 4 no, Nidin, the 4 no more, Ejina Muma, Matthew Ndam no, and I'm a bobo dino, into Akabako, and Bakono, Yara Scott, poor mine, a common near a numuno. James on the dissenting, and on the Antwa Banfama, Matthew Ndam no.
Okay.
Because Penny making can you know.
That means say, for a trauma. Or the say, for the Tuma, Tuma NPP, and a one, a Tuma, so NDC, you know.
Okay.
Based on the submissions are moving back before the court, and what they believe said the law should have been. But now, we believe that our judgment, you know, it's an enforcement. The law, the MP will continue to be, to work as he's been elected, rightly. I'm not sure in the muscle, and the text and really said. How do you call it? Easy about credit, yeah, I don't know. It's easy about car, I can't tell. But once a matter has been brought before the Supreme Court, it is imperative some of the train. Let me talk about parliamentary Speaker of Parliament, the decision said, the class said, the EC should process matters and then start with the revamp law.
Yeah.
That's a law. It is not ideal because once the matter is put to Supreme Court, it's imperative. So much to watch. I'm a Supreme Court you and Sana or anything to do you do. Because you need to give us whether Supreme Court and they will facilitate matters. And it's a good review. It's just that easy a procedure to start the process of revamp. I can do about what a bit you take.
Okay.
So it's important that sometimes we take our time and listen and then wait for people to give their opinions and then let courts come up with a judgment before certain things can be done.
Okay. Also, the Apex Court delivered 8 decisions by a 4-1 majority with Justice Gabriel Scott Poamai, who presided as president of the bench, dissenting to honor the dissenting, you know. Now, and this Amanyo Kuofu Binomo and Namamo Keka, no man and Namakruma. As the judicial reset now, one more can yes, or more Eba Bayano, and Nubie and NPP and Yaso emphasis one. Intino Sanka, one more home quine as a buying, so much manipulate the judicial service, no. Na Afei, Umotumi a ruling in favor of their candidate, that is Daniel Insala Wapa. But Anquandesa, and the day the PFA say. They are in to reset everything. Sabino Musu say abandoned the na onya nisano. No, is it the truth? And I say embremune die. Say yana na yosenka atentine neno etumi efa.
So we pass another research in China. As a former MPP, maybe no way out. The money that they are now doing or being free. Without due respect. So I didn't know a whiter. When I say a move, and then I say a purple or a white.
Okay.
And one is clear, and one is clear. The amount of time also you be 1 year. They don't know what's in it, but 1 year. And what can I matter election? And I feel I will be back. Okay, so the win is based on more research here. Minimum nudging. And I was thinking that because the one I was about to know, also at them come out. And now you are talking about the fact that the judiciary, I want to determine what the judiciary should do. But the judiciary is independent. They think of them, I mean, they think independently. I want to journey or more decided things on their own. Nobody should decide for them. And it's going by this statement, because you are telling me, sir, you need end this in because the end is now also, I should know that it is possible to end it in baby. It doesn't make sense. In a democratic dispensation, in this 21st century, research in China and not come out. Yes, as a makes me influence in what capacity, and why would you influence it? The judiciary dances to the tune of the existing government and the existing government. That is not the case. The judiciary is an independent body, the third arm of government, and they are doing their work as they are supposed to, irrespective of about this work. I think the MPP side, MPP resolution matter before the court. Resolution matter before the court. It's an agenda. Resolution matters before.
Okay. Council, Komanyama no boa na NDC for through Yura Nelson Roxon da Fiamakpo. I said what the who be to NPP for so titulu the good people of Pandai say they will hear from them on the 2 or more NDC for nka. So I don't know say review be homa womo and say review be homa womo a mrano ka sen fa ho so me to review in some days be and I say no chemu kakra na en fa community.
Oh sir, Supreme Court, what they do is to interpret and enforce. MPP, SIA SSURI, which goes under the enforcement jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court casting be that's a party beginning to say, I don't know, many new one, which make a review. Review. Someone can says brand review. Now, I want to know if they are not the overlooked a very important detail. Someone consider that detail or not. Review is available. Of course, I mean, everybody has a right to go to court, depending on what the person is seeking for. So review is available.
Okay.
What do they call for review? But the issue here is local review when there is a substantive overlap. I will not overlook here. What are you going to review on? I'm going to review on the fact that that particular law now mandates somebody to come before the court at a point, I mean, within 21 days, we should scrap it off. Now you have information now to say. So what review are you going for? So yes, I think within 14 days or so, we can file a review.
Okay.
I think within 14 days, we can file a review.
Very well.
They are allowed to. Yeah, they are allowed to.
Very well. On the 6th of February next month, the reasons for the ruling no beba. Maybe we a copy of it. No more read no hunu baby or me to me gina so. No more they a call for the review. Dear Henry Musa brand best one. No, my that's no pay name for see.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I mean, sure, papa. Lawyer Andrew Swahini Jan, a private legal practitioner, and I pay Yeneno Eddie and Como Ediafa Pandai. Constituency Supreme Court assign area firm or member of parliament Matthew Nyindam and pay a hasi benyano na yen din come fact and most of the media houses friend pa na yenso ye ne kasa ya bibia no etomu a ye no bedi nkomo na yebisa no how far with ne dwumedi e okwa didi abo na manfo do Kennedy Jato oye constituency secretary chinim say as for now no ye delay member of parliament no now so ye delay na no nkere say wotumi goto aso enye na adwuma nti ye bompa ye say yenya no so no pay na ye koyenim Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia ne aprobo no we all the 276 constituencies no we okowie ni na wo Ashanti region ebeka say so far no bibia da na kwamu a aka na fam yenu yi ekwakoto aba na we kra the proper acclamation a proper acclamation aba na ye beto de bat ye nim se ye be proper acclamation de ama no we nye se bia ye koso ne nsara ne na kire NPP for say when mu kandi ni mu flag bearer no ndo won aka we choni na no they will come supporting Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne campaign obeye proud to election 2028 into we de a proper acclamation and ye kwakoye because enimpa ennan no obi na obetumi no atoto because one why be da onim form and our team duma na se ye pen onim form our team duma na se obetumi ma duma na easy e de even communicators na ya bese akọ Ashanti region na ya kwahwe etire nkomo ofiri wei dia na ekoso Ashanti region ho minim se delegate ndi o my crowd pa won ma som kokromoti dia to a ya me adoma 31st Saturday wei ya betena ha e betena fidie mu ha na yetumi aye analysis bia o se ye wabra ye mother company wutumi TV ye penny pa no onso wo Kumasi na nia wono ye ohono nso no yetumi agibie e wa ha e de amam na nso metumi ahebie yenso ye betena ha ye bekoso yenso ye potem he na no ye be he na ya update mu wabra ye ne empenifa hodo nso be de nkomo ene some of our correspondents and reporters no so etumi di nkomo na wono metumi amayen grounds no de ekoso ho ene abato no senia emusitie na ebe the aftermath of DMB's in the campaign a okokoye wo the Ashanti region na what the write up kakra so e de aba or the write up kakra e de aba what da Ashanti region ase se enye bia no se mpreduasa oba we motumi age no fel so boni bia no anto no and they mu receive no with an electrifying reception into no ebeba screen so to me ahebi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say I received electrifying reception yesterday. That was a brand new post, now we really be from delegates of such a farm place Kumewu Efijase and Mission North. As I brought my tour of the Ashanti region to an end, the exciting climax in the Ashanti region also brought my 4-month nationwide campaign tour to a close. Engaging with members of our party in the constituencies did not only afford me the opportunity to discuss my progressive ideas, it also provided me deeper insight into the concerns of hardworking patriots, which I have committed to addressing through the number of proposals I have shared. My utmost gratitude goes to all our party stakeholders nationwide for the warm reception, support, encouragement, and endorsement you offered me during my visit. Your unwavering confidence in me means much to me, and I do not take them for granted. We are not yet done, fellow patriots. We are 3 days ahead from victory, and I urge you all to remain focused and keep working harder until our victory is pronounced on Saturday by the grace of God. Let's win together with Baumia to rebuild our party for victory in 2028. Win with Baumia. Hashtag win with Baumia. Into way command and also Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia. It intimidate good Facebook and pay that was screen also. Yane Victor Osai Poku ebikwa kwedi nkomo Victor Osai Poku were campaign lead ema DMB the campaigner Ashanti region. Victor Osai Poku Ashanti regional lead for Baumias campaign and pay ene no kwa kodi nkomo kakra na yahwe nia ekoso ewo Ashanti region intano so nsem ene no yinya na yene no ebewremu nde anopai ye try say bit menya Victor Osepoku na yene no edi enkomo nde anopai mame say bit me no akasa very well. Now and also the Monetary Policy Committee of Bank of Ghana, the Monetary Policy Committee of Bank of Ghana, wamo etanase at the end of the day no wamo atwaba na your monetary policy rate yakasa monetary policy rate just oko the central government central bank no central bank, that is Bank of Ghana oko ha na okoje bosia na so mo commercial banks na bosia interest rate insi ho a ye disi ho ma wo mo no and they won ma so kra about 15.5%. So Bank of Ghana's Monetary Policy Committee cut policy rate by 250 basis points to 15.5% from 18%. Me can say abambia ba obono ho modern say the monetary policy rate no obetumi ate so kra be slashing it down kra because omunya ne sa no a na commercial banks no so etumi eti loan no no so omo interest rate no omo ete so inti no ehe say be here for da yera kwanso a ne no ewura mu eno inti the monetary policy rate no na now the kwaku fado epenso no eba I think say 27% and ebegina 25% and aba we be so mu a e de ba 18% and aba 15.5%. But only be say monetary policy rate e be from because eba ne sa no a ema enimemu ehenhayen e wo man Ghana mu ha ema enimemu ehenhayen because nyono kwakwaje bosia commercial banks no biti say me pese me bobi din but wa wonim commercial banks hanya Ghana commercial bank nko banks akese ni bi na meka mo asemi okoji loan na interest omri sin wo na wo soro ndi say monetary policy rate no ba for mo a na omo so mo de kakra bi e de aka ho na eja yetu akwaje bosia with low interest rate. Now so no be say won say abayedi mefo o makatu antumu no so no eye sen and so question say obi say won mam ko ma no so na me yewura Hayford Mensa Ayira Kwa endi enkomo we an astute economist and pay wa man so dog good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Yami adom ho ye pa na so e de yami ase yes atiye ma refree na metie do kase mu kra no hu say yes oda mpem and voice mu ayedu kama sa voice when e dey yobo ma no ya we oh sa voice when e dey yobo ba person yobo ba ma ne tiwase a o so na homache a enum nsuo oda hu mpem na no wa for phone best of voice na de nto ka se mi a ote ni easily kra ai ti mama wa po also na pa ya na voice ne mo de pa ni pa bia also na pa no ndidi ya voice mo de pa no why sexy and romantic when I say hello babe it is I say wow I'm very online ha o de mama apo e be dey nkomo echire why look yanko the monetary policy committee for ejuma mo ye and they ya cut the monetary policy rate no by 250 basis points from 18% to 15.5%. Ya kasa monetary policy rate kra no a look any onko school kakra e de aboa cheche mu
ya na da ya pa omai mo yo Ghana ina yen sika bankan.
Okay.
Bank of Ghana. Na Bank of Ghana, the ka ono ena ohwe banka ewo omani na so. Enti nse mo no bank bia ewo requirement say to keep ewo Bank of Ghana ho. And yes, reserves sika be a bank in the Benano. As a call Bank of Ghana, now, or the got to a Sunday Bayer. Actually, the and Kobasi and Zika Ash. So, and a Bank of Ghana, no. The Yuma banka ahorow a ɛwɔ man mu no wohia ɛtɔda wohia bosia bosia no ɛyɛ bibi a sɛ wɔkɔ na wɔkɔkye ɛwɔ Bank of Ghana hɔ a ɔno nso ɔmfa ama bank no sɛ ɔde ma mo free
sure
ɛyɛ sika Bank of Ghana nsi ho a ɔno de ma anaasɛ the rate on the Bosnian and a bank. My bank is about almost a body after so. And normally, no rate Bank of Ghana, that's it. And BBA is ever as a reference point.
Okay.
At the banks are where I work on my anymore. So it is this, and I am really brown. Okimisha NSA about commercial rate banks between every Bosnia Ama about for any Mahura.
Okay.
Sir rate Ebwa and I want to be ignorant sir over sir reference category and some of the banks what will happen now is that the banks would now use this Accra margin to a more reference rate for the better so the other also that is what would bring about the variation in terms of lending rate.
Yes.
But overall no SAR rate will guide overall interest rates within the banking ecosystem.
Okay, so the commercial banks rate Bank of Ghana, the central bank, they ma woman and the monetary policy rate, so
it is overall no that the rate Bank of Ghana is set to guide interest rate within the economy. So if the commercial bank want to take from the central bank, if they want to borrow from the central bank, that is the rate at which they will go for. But you automatically say commercial bank be the central bank, but they set this rate to guide how interest rate is priced.
Okay. Into no everyone say bank bia or commercial bank, Eco Bank of Ghana. Never say example na me you. Okwaje 10,000 Ghana cedis as loan now. And I say make us okobobo say 10,000. Now Bank of Ghana demand us 15.5% now. Maybe you see 15%. Now it's the interest rate everyone say commercial bank no ebe receive from Bank of Ghana near 1,500. Now they are kind of 10,000 no. And I understand. Now you 11,500. Also tria Edema Bank of Ghana. Bachamwa. Hello. I make us say the rate central bank no Edema commercial banks no. Now or set this was say. And fan say 15.5 and I make us say commercial bank be Eco Bank of Ghana ho. Now Bank of Ghana man 15% impose as monetary policy rate. Now say 10,000 Ghana cedis sikan okoje ya. At the end of the day no so they 1,500 interest rate they ka anambwa.
Yes, so that is correct. That is correct. And but let me also clarify say before commercial bank they Bank of Ghana also what do you call it, a loan, not as a bank in one. Normally what commercial banks will do and they rely on minimum deposits.
Yes.
Because I said deposits now urgent or not having a better account in the summer. And they make more profit when they go into a deposit or they not or before for as loan the rate lending rate now central bank the bank set as more of a signal rate.
Okay.
So this is the signal rate. And say will be a charge. But there was the reference rate. And no commercial banks no ebe capability e dey transfer rate you na or dey ma Bosnia. However, it depends on the individual or business. This rate may even come lower because when they feel say the rate of mobilizing enough deposits. You know, sometimes there's a lot of deposits that commercial banks are able to mobilize. So if you mobilize a lot of deposits, not say what the amount, not they can trust to say bank way and our bank way, only pay and now only pay the music and manner obviously with very minimal risk there. They will also go ahead and either charge this very rate or even drop down.
Okay. And see, a question brother maybe sample here. Fan say Bank of Ghana, but when you almost set it to guard all the banks, and say 15.5. But we know reference rate also be to me the account. And then person can be say reference rate, you know, ye need standard Bank of Ghana also be to me set so at least 15.5 need the monetary policy rate. Bank be also commercial bank be no, and for 10% and at 20%, and for 15.5%, no, maybe I 20.5%, and I say be 25.5%. But ye jemu mo bia ma ni choose the reference rate ya ope and what they can monetary policy rate no to be the charge won wa ebeje bosia wo mo ho no as interest rate omo come loans na omo de ma no one na and I was specific amount bi so and percentage bi a was omo charge as reference rate and the can monetary policy rate no
normally no range normally no range bi which means apply as reference rate. I think it's around 5%, but you can decide to charge below the reference rate. I know now the you can because market access, market competition. And you say 5%. Now they also bet charge 3%. It is your profit margin and the better. But if that 3% not obeying more clients, then that is your market and your strategy. So there's usually a reference rate. Bank of Ghana approve one banks. I think but I think it's around 5% or thereabout.
Okay.
So they will add it to it, and that is what will give you the rate bank and the charge.
Nice.
But this has implications. It has a lot of implications. They move it from 27% at about 25%, and the buyer will do 18%, and we're about 15.5%. I mean, what it means is that the cost of borrowing from the commercial banks, according to Bank of Ghana, the cost of doing business and borrowing from banks, So now the banks would now sit down and assess, say, they are Opemuno Ekani. This is 15.5%. So, yet the Bosnia Emma area 15.5, with the if anything reference of even 4.5, we are talking about 20%. So, Bosnia Emma amount for at 20%. What is the implication? What would this bring to businesses? And so they would look at it. But for me, I was one of the few people who was recommending, say, they should tread cautiously in reducing the
policy rate.
Policy rate. Because in my own opinion and analysis, Ghana, your macroeconomic fundamentals now, they boy also born. Are so very weak. And if you don't take care and you keep pushing Myanmar to make it look like you have done so well, we would enjoy temporary benefits but suffer lasting consequences.
Okay.
And that has always been my concern. Now, what's the governor? The press statement now, okay. By majority decision, the MPC has voted to reduce the policy rate by 250 basis points.
Sure.
It means in the say, any person who board no so MPC one 1 million say, you do what you see. So majority decision say a 5 a day, say then under one can't say, but just by majority decision. And I don't know a year and that answer. You have your say, I have my way. And so back for crown and buy and acquire majority. It is majority decision. So even people who are serving on the monetary policy committee, it say near position na yekwano. It is valid. And with that sorry and ransom, something which maybe the media you have not paid attention to. I am learning, and the Bank of Ghana's own data. Gold reserves of my Ghana, petrol from May 2023 are now just about 8.7 tons. Now, about that, it's me buaye, and now so I could about 30.54 tons by December 2024. Abai by or the bond homes of Vanessa was they not good as in Abai because of his power or not the buyer. But good Abai so when you're in answer, now what you can reserves home. To say for 2 I had to say. I said, Missy, and I say the 2 are so they are a combat 1 pencil, BB and you are big enough to be a so at the above brand. Abai buyer will be on no nine good. Actually, Abai told me within 1 year. No, I'm not moving from 30.54 tons at 37 tons. Meaning, after moving in a gold up in Abai a little over 6 tons.
Hello. Okay. Yanshe ne ntwaso na butwe ni bi na dog
Yeah, what do you think?
meto kan ha yango sisi na drop here
about 6.5 tons and abeka them gold reserves. I don't want to say or the account here that are there. Yeah, that's the way. 2025, last quarter of 2025, according to data from the Bank of Ghana, the gold reserves to SNC by almost 50%. Yeah, sorry, 1 5-year metanwa. Never 2 years to go on. And because I had said, so Kokona Yaba Bana won't see you. And no matter said, and that when I was away, we have the money, and I got a bread and a walk of Cossania, we need a few. And then we got about that to you. What's there be? When I did the did the Namuma, Masumon Domi. After decided to say, sir, about 18 tons of gold now, I in Kofimo. So that town and the other so you see that thing. I am making them look at send I tell you, the air thing. And so these are worrying concerns.
Sure.
At the point I really need basic position, but I didn't even know about this data. It's a big worry for me. So temporarily, it's a good relief for businesses. But you see, banks are all men, they are smart. They know what is going on. They also read the data. They are some of the best brains. And they won't gather because monetary policy, I said, the reference rate and a signal rate, about 15.5%, or sorry, yeah, I know what 6 to 9% for commercial. Oh, yes, that's that. Now, we said, so targeted lending.
Okay.
And he said, University of Ghana for Ghana, if are more a dumb, we go on to the I think we are moving us movies and to move here, mobile, okay, 16 way, the rest is about 2 points. We go on 4% of the Bosnia to 10%. No matter MOU, no matter the court.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are teacher for not, yeah, mama. That's what they will do because they are also careful about the safety of their money.
Okay.
It will not just respond and a measure of commercial banks respond to the credibility of this policy rate. I said, lending rate. So, I'm not okay. But as I tell you, you go right now, it is not the case. They will not do it. And what is happening even now with the reserves of the country, I bet you say it's even more dangerous to want to go and give money to anybody at this point.
In fact,
because is looking to there.
Yes. In fact, the sharp drop in our gold reserves, I'm saying, waka economists are holding on to waka. Era Frank Bana also can also be said the same thing. The Bank of Ghana governor make sure the sharp drop in our gold reserves. Near the I say no a hard drink. I can't want someone have baby. In Jano pay okay. Somewhere ubo so na my idea meet you because as most of the economists are anymore my Ghana mudimu na mo church and somewhere etias here no. Mo be say explanations baby but about we know why say it's also beja economy no my economy na run naturally no bribia baby no force nyama as we be to me hu dia me input words no we be say crofon na baso but he knows say force nyama no wo ye no enye the reality no nti no me sanko bo ye die a ofia ha but sabi anu ye no ubi sa hwan ya aso mo nka so obi a nti no sabi ye de betumi a che ya adwen ni agi asem no se ne sitie na o man bugu a ebugu ye na yeso na Ghana fo no ne se sabi esua bi firi mu se da che koto aba na na ehunu ni a we jay economy no se enrun naturally no obi a no ehunu se o say one city na me wa one city me hweso yi say two cities me hweso yi na mo me ndwen se da chi bi no metumi akwakofa 50 pesos free ade aba be shemu abra me say 50 pesos no anya me dia nti no ye fesi ya why ye fa community adok Medas. Yes, that's pa ya misha. Nti no Dr. Hayford Mensa Ayerakwa na ye ne ka say emse amasane eyibi dia mamwo wo sa madam betumi ahwa mamsesi a you see ade ba ko mehu no free NDC for no say bibia no mo de PR public relations and glory be to God me ye PR kakra public relations de pa so wo hwa PR e ma hunu entro trapa wo hwa PR e ma wotumi bo letter e ka letter Takoradi che say wo twa ntro wo di atro PR no adwuma ye no che say we use persuasive words and ada akasa ene kasa entafretafre ho kasa ena wo de echo nimpa adwen eba product bi ana won koma wudie no ho ana asem bia wo kasa bi ho no wo de adwen dada ene kasa de sugar coated words PR edima ya no ena wo de edin komo ente say marketers na they use make us say procedures managerial processor so to get customers and you know on the market at your qua the tier no be catch wo but ye PR for no dey no fefa ho a na dey aye de so NDC for PR omo ye say ne the monetary policy rate no atia about 15.5% no but obi ebu kakrama me na me hunu ni yie so on your screen maybe say is it the first time the monetary policy rate no etiaba for mu ana and clearly it tells you say no, this is not the first time the monetary policy rate no ever from. In December 2020, the Bank of Ghana maintained its monetary policy rate at 14.5%. December 2020. Now why and na wa bemu na adodan kwa Kufuado. Na or the first time no ya be we ya nsa so ogana dey be we in December 2020 dey na obey man panipa na ya to aba so in December 2020 the Bank of Ghana maintained its monetary policy rate at 14.5% and they 15.5%. Intini say abambia no the first time no what the year nyama yiye abambia first time what the year nyama yiye na the second time no na opese wo ye biribi di kan first time de no ho a na akwa say afei waye bintino ohunu wo se o mai kakra de a ma mentenda ana so se wo mo no mu ye adwo no wo se dodo na no aso munnwuma mo ye the first term no eso ate e wo the second term nim it was say aban bia the second term no na ne ho aye bufu na ne ho aye hi enfa ho ne wo be ye e de aka ho ne wo ye no first term na no na enim wo second term de wo be bia no ye enfa nka ho ejina na dan kwakufa ado ehia akwanhia eye COVID-19 Russia Ukraine war but the first time no a when sha kwenhie bia no monetary policy rate no 2020 na nado more for the second term no na the monetary policy rate at Bank of Ghana ejina no eye 14.5% for the fourth consecutive time following a 150 basis point reduction in March 2020 to support the economy during the pandemic. This rate remained steady despite inflationary pressures and fiscal, that's economic impact related to COVID-19. So key details no our form one idea on sebetumi akebie. But me person me kire say Ghana for me yentie NDC for nsem kan bebrebe. NDC for the man say omo person mo use social media no more. Social media no more. E de eton wo mo nneoma wo no eye wabra ade no kwan anya sanete. Omo de ton nneoma bia omo de PR o social media no so. It is say bia ade bi no NDC aya say bia inflation and fan say the fan say exchange rate na wabeka o social media no so na say be won so a wo munim left from the right no no mo so asom na yatete nneoma so but say wo kom pa no a NPP penso omo ye more than nia NDC ayi now so one man nya hu dede e o monte because they know say aban bia no asade ne say wo be sawe no anya de bia nwanwa because wo ye saye no mu a anya de bia no a e tere so say wo mampani a wontumi anye NPP no mo nkasa bebere jeduru bebi kura no na NPP mpenfo bi no elbo NPP communicators no and executives minimum so bo say mo ye poor storytellers obekaya you say NPP a poor storytellers no ma ye nneama pa enso no muntumi enka ne o ma ye no enkyere ganafo o muntumi mbo ne o ma ye no hu de enkyere ganafo all because no mo person mo de nneama bi o ma ye bia ye dede oh ye poor de go dey man reflect o Ghana no ye pocket mu ye mbotom man reflect o Ghana for ya brabom ya tetenem it is a NPP eye nneama ma Ghana for ye he ha ye kakra na so anfa ye PR Ghana for di das ye say ampa NPP ba ba mu no ya wo he ha ye kakra because school fees akaso okotua e was senior high school no aba we fa hoka say mo de mo man mo ko free senior high school I am sabi ahodo ani ye ni bie awe catchment areas no aba we ye say there be ma me mamo agenda 111 aba we ye say no ye ni factories ahodo e produce nneama nti ama ye kra no mafiri kosi broni krom no do nti aba ne sa no ani ye si de na ho de na aba fom na dollar no kwa na ono de na ho de no ejina na so nti no ye one district one factory a ne ekunfi juice ye nya wo mu ono aba we ka say that be ya kwan ye nkoko growing areas ye inclusive kwan ne ade no dodo na no asay it is in a dilapidated state into manyanya bibi mfanfa ho into aba we eyi akwan pa cocoa roads we ye bebre no a se na ba ye mfudia no be free bush abakrum aba we ye into no yero afri yakoto penso enuane buye pa amode bi kra konkran se black star schools no ekoma nkrofo kra betotoye ewo aldefode be kai abawe ye say no ebibire mama man kwa efeso di ehudwa no aya na enhye na emfa inde am fa bibire be fa no after Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement ana area na ya ye didi ehudwa na ye njase e krakra neoma efro bi man so no inde say Cote d'Ivoire wo no produce ebia cocoa in larger quantity a fafa Ghana se Ghana produce ebia bibi in larger quantity a ye fa ho na ya ye ndi ehudwa sa na ekokoye no abawe ye no abandada ne ye no mabebrebe so wanye ho PR abna ye fancy mpa fancy na yanko enim enti no ye wo aban ne wo aban bi oba wanye hwe ba kopa no obaye no na afei ode ye PR no baye bebrebe no na wato na no mu na areka na waka che Ghana for se Ghana for mo se fata se ya sa we no me de mamu nti se ya mamu a enya ade bi o se e be hu dede akwa so obi a waboa obi a waboa obi na wadi di nkomo sa na ndc amembo we aye akwa se waboa obi na odi ko di nkomo a kire obi se we kura mpo se nya me na me ma no 20 Ghana kra na ka woda akom sa bra na hunia no besra sika na firi wo no oban kukuam se hunia pe 20 bi ma me na de atama ehye na me fa nkohwe fie wakan boko ana ode kire wo enso wodi 20 cities man wo kwagina kwantimfi ana wo frefre Ghana fo mumbro mumeti ochema ba besre me 20 Ghana cities sana NDC for ayesese a akwase wa ma osika no wode wo phone akwakoto billboard so ana so wode akwakoto signboard so ana banner so ana wa yo poster ne nam krum se ochema ba ji 20 Ghana cities e de free mo ana obi ma osika no atwa mfoni e de tita lokrum sana NDC for akwakoye omuye biribi ompese Ghana for ete ho ama ne boss o ya ye biribi se but me dey two screen so kire say even in 2020 December ana Ghana ya record COVID because ya record the first 2 cases on March 2020 still now no na monetary policy rate no 14.5% enti no mumu 15.5% na mo di aba no mo ye hu dede na monetary policy rate no atiaba form by 250 basis point from 18% to 15.5% no no sebi 14.5 and 15.5 no dey na so na some the APR sa and in name the attitude no so the inflationary pressures no above from inflationary pressures above from inflationary pressures above from no and Ghana yet saying I come na di yin so ye oh no nti no me de menim se ne endis for your madwuma na branch edition se ochama ba o ni aba be ye ya na fe we beja na wo boyichi am se na mo ye ne nya ye njamo ye mo ye no enye nti beja mo anopai ye nto aso ne ko enim abena sewa amani ampon atenase de obakra tamu nsam ebeba de na so o wona nteho so wote na no pay say de akpanda ho asem de abena beka bio abena good morning oh yeah
me hoye na wodi ene
okopa ene Thursday right achana Friday my birthday na Sunday you ntimi hunu se ne a adofo de o gift ni baba kwa Sunday ye meduma
se Sunday ye seniska ye
sika on obo so person de hamper bi
ye ba Monday Sunday whole week ni na de wodi a nti ye ba Monday na omo de aba
next week Monday
se be si Sunday ye be nti Monday no
se Saturday ye baba be ye
free Monday ye kona mbutumi de basa
se ne o kana se ne o fo bi so plan so mo de bi ba so mo de basa
se o so mo de ba
ba kokra mpo no ye na enya me ase se ba kokra beba but me de ka me hwese ka Saturday we se e be ye primaries na mo be ye no e be ye ho eyi wo edwuma mu anti ka me wo ha Saturday nti mo famra
nti mo fura se Saturday
mo famra na me de eja be ne den na mentumi endi me birthday Sunday ni kama pa se bibia boko boni bia
dansi ya hoye
what you can that for message amode ma NDC for
oh yeah nra
tanko computer
nra me shebi se nra de tanko computer wada ne tanko calculator also it will not end here
you hear from us
I don't be review Supreme Court na akasa nti o meko review Supreme Court and this time round o menya 4-0 so we dey adom bedum mo munya 4-1 decision na mo be ko review me ya 4-0
5-0 say 4-1
5-0 sorry 5-0 one na crampo no bubo fuma na sen pagya de ababeka wo eya na den ne hamadwe enra young congratulate you Ramatu Nyindam biem you know what, you can't change the choice of the people. Your constitution is stated clearly say your to abe wi ade na wonte ho ase a your number of days bia wo betumi de akọ court what you say na say if possible ya say ya rerun na say ne wo say ye ne yetumi asan aye ba wo de watwen ama sabre no apa ho na sabre ne pa ho so a one kasa wasema wo de call say yenka no ye de no ato nche ne ye kan san foforo because wo tie ne Tamale High Court de ba ye na judge no yenya lawyer for yenya nso ye bias because Ghana mara ye no mo ye ma ye yu ye nso ye kinkan wo ye bias ochema me na me de masema ba me se police stations no edu na nso mienu anase miensan de result efiri ho ba ye no me nyintum
sure
inti me person ka ye rerun e wo those police stations na wo high court na waka kire me so ade no crampo ne be ye woni nyina sanam de bai enye hwehwe ni mu o se na yensisie utumi hu ade ne clear se yensisie pa na ndisi fo mbe so mu sisi yeramati nwindam na mbe so mu chinchim ne sa na mo gi sa siti no en wonim se sa we ekoso a sa election ekoso a enke bi be sie sie
o be chim ne sa
nkon beje on be sie bi be sie sie bi
ampa because akwatia de ene abrekman of de we chinchim ne sa age
wo mu sa wo na wo mu ye nhihye so mu do mo ni ko yera how do you call him
Canada mo ana
Eastern region where me referee my papa minority whip no way.
Okay.
Yeah, no don't pray.
No don't pray.
No one side. Na me say
so madre jiri.
Na mo pesi ti bi aja na mo ko era no don't pray. Mo pesi ti bi aja am be ko futu. Are you okay? Are you okay? Na woni bibi enra rule ne ba ye no. Me the video bi ama MC afom do to so rule ne ba ye no. Na say NDC supporters call her omo candidate in NPP fund so call her but then NPP fund they were very confident they said they were going to win
okay
it's not wo ma hye fufuo kire say wo mo win dada enti really ni buy no mo start so mo jubilate na NDC fund nti ase nipa ba ko nenu wasem o kan ene say we have the majority na me say
court won some majority
we have majority so why are you doing this now na me say nkrofo mo tini omo yase
abrante we yana
video no da so ho
abrante bi we yana
yes yentie ne ne
yentie ne oka
What are you insinuating? I don't know. We should sit up as a party. I'm telling you, we should sit up. When you have the majority, we are in government, but there is something going against us.
The law is the law.
It's not. Yes. This is not the law.
But the law is the law. When it was said, was it how it was applied now? The law is still the law. But what has changed? When Akufo said the law is the law, what has changed today? Why is the law NDC against the law?
We don't have NDC in Panda again. Because how? Because I don't understand. Because they have to tell us the reason why. Because the rule in their favor. So we don't understand. They should tell us the reason so that we should understand. If not, Panda, you know NDC again.
Why we have a majority, we are in power. They came and jubilated. They told me, I came here around. They told me that they won. They are in the white. How do you call it? See them.
What are you insinuating?
I don't know. We should sit up as a party. I'm telling you, we should sit up. When you have the majority, we are in government, but there is something going against us.
The law is the law.
Subject to disagreement. Into what you say NDC chita for nankasa no. Omo nim ne ekoso ankasa. Ewo court ho. Because judiciary no nko na your friends saying executive nko and how can you tell me that because you have majority in parliament in no case bi a wo be court bi na we say we win na court ho no so e wo say we nya majority ho no ma na enti say what ase
say bia na be na dia na o case ni so no era Gabriel Scott Pon because 2015 na John Mahama appointed to Supreme Court. Tell mususu say on ethics case ni so kwado be tumi a convince for na aka because on the decent you know
constitution and kasa appointing wo appointing ni pana what in some phone crack was so di ma
that papa no dey no decent one to aba mfama matin dam only you know from say no
one I'm sorry only one no
oh no one
yo enti eno nche case bi amoro enti NDC for no bibi aboko
onya second moye
na waka sa wie na me ko mechi na me se enye nne nanse ya na akwai Musa Dankwa wodi survey o se post bi ba ya o se wo ye survey no
say
NPP delegate
no for certificate na do so power mu
wey secondary school for kasa asem wey asabi ogan secondary school for kan akoda wako secondary school ewi a why government kakra mpo no wo woni mu de e fa the three arms of government ho we wako secondary school wanko bi jama JHS no krampo no we nso brofon kitinkiti bi na brofon na waka no so krampo zesi so enti sa would we be sin chain na waka say MPP delegate 90% is 85% JHS certificate na wo mukura what are you trying to tell me eya masam na nsisi so Yara John Dramani Mahama nenumuto ɔse oba Ghana yamanyoku the major political parties say NDC ni MPP no NDC na kwakọ say Ordinary People's Party ene yemfa ho wakosuo woni mde otumi be join ni bi enso MPP for ne ya lawyer for party JHS certificate ya call law school JHS certificate ya call law school ochema if I'm to tell you the number of youth within the MPP wo mu lose election wo mu call back to school ebe shock you because when they were in government and I say wo mu ye adwuma na adaje ni ho unso the moment o mu lose ye no let me go and continue with my education NDC for do say na ye mo ba power ekrampo mo pe mo cross SS certificate krampo mo mo adwuma mo nya bi na wo wi serve fun bi ana mo ye say serve fun bi ana mo ye
okay nti when you hit emra fun na ye ba fun a oyi abena ne bi so Ghana ha ko is nke Friday na kase kan wan but yenta from Accra ya sapon ne former wife adwa pena manyo sakosu pena man no wakwa pa bushafo che so mo ne yekuna obi oni na eji akra na kwante na we kogu nenu ase
oni ni nyaaye she ochema
mo so mo ja ya wadi
she ensem bi wo ho wo udwi ho awonti ase ochema wei ema yehu nipa suban
okay
won se nansen yera dadi lumba na yera kosu ase wa ne de ne baaye no amanfo kan say adenti enna wukuna kwakofo ba fofo na woni ni nyaaye na watena se aye koma for 17 years ohu eno nkonkoda eni yera ya saponde no eno de oba no voice out o woye ye kan ye de kon no nebusu anche anye ye o de ko be mebusu anche anye ye eno woye se wo de kwante na ho ono de o kasa ye ntie mamienu ba ko kasa ye bua no kunfo ba ko ankasa ono so ye bua no kunfo enti ye nipa ye nye ye den
baza na uti asamo a antina ho no e course ho no a woman no accuse asapanso ani tiwa ewo
one ne hihye ho ono no ye yere no
on say
tie maame na asama o de ko ye kire say ono na wo ye yere no ya sapo yare anka wo so no na wo hye no no ya sapo echusi tiwa over ono
ti ono ne twempena
yes ono ne twempena what you say on enti ono mpo no ono no ye yire no wonya access to nukuna no ntine nam so mpa asem kokodura ntina no say what you say
yes
enti abusuafo ne wo mu ya wo mu kan say woni ne gyae wo ba be pa cha onyina ne say omu se wegu papa ne nim ase enso ono ni nyaaye ono ni nyaaye na meni we gyae na wawu a me pa be we yase me pa me we yase oba ye gya no ye kuna
na we sure say japade ntina on so ise na nya abere ebi one ne wo mba na abere bisa
japade ben
ya suppose so a legend
na say woni ni egyae fine woni ni egyae na say woni ni anche ne japade a ye ni mra wo ho
ne mum
say wo mra boy ya ware ho ban ebu ochema it's high time say ebusuan panimfo ne ebusuanfo bi a mo wo mema ne side no eya mo nsesa musuban
bara abene ya suppose ntumi ntina wo se prekope me yare na makase me hu kani amene ne wo se atiye pa ye ntia do ahoma so a
sana wone according me yam na me kan according to maame no tiwa ene ne twempena na ya frɛ sie
meti
asam na ba ya ne ya frɛ tiwa nso wo radio no so tiwa na asem no ka kire mami the supposed divorcee no and say na wo yesi ya sapon no wo pew ekire beka wa se mepe video number na wo ya sapon wo pew o tiwa na asem wo kan no
no video no ekire dia
ya no ko o ka kire mami na wo yesi ya sapon no wo pew ba bi tsena tiwa na asem wo ka kire no
legal wife situation abena ne do kemi ba legal wife ai efe wo musa kra se legal wife situation
me no eya metia asem no mu
but me so de metia asem ne se obema bie no asem wo yare wote obeka se mama yire ya mene ne tipa asem mene ne wo ho a oye me yire ama ware no mene ne wo mba ye tiye se mama metina me ho abra me yare na makotwisu obi se mene ne tonwom se bie se bie o
kirema asem ana efru ho eba ne se ya usapon no eni tiwa no twempena da dansa na yade no mpo ba sa na tie
abra mi we de mi nyintum because woman na eka enu ntina bia ya sapon no afreti was o meta ne nche no hwe no awu ne yade mu
okay ya usapon afa wo tiwa according to imame no eno tiwa ne num nsem kire se onu tiwa no obetena ya usapon ne yere nchen abra no so o wo ma tetena ama ne die nyi a wo munwum tuom na wo munyina mpo na ekoma ame na nkasa mpo na oka wo munwum ban no inse duru baby ene ejaide ne to enchen enti se eye ne kore say ya sapon ni tiwa entwempna adan ti na tiwa betumi aka kire ya sapon yere say na wo ye say ya sapon no opel
and ye minni bibisa o ho amate nti o de pa video no ba ya mbo
nti ne ye ti ye from tiwa nankasa na no e wo radio no so and ye ka kire wi
na adwape na man so adwape na man nim se di me ye pe na man woni tiwa ho na epini a ono tiwa betra mo nchen bra oswa edi nyini ye
eji ne de ye tumi nka bat san e se kire
se tiwa na oswa no betra ono ne ya sapon enchen
na se wo mo nante ye nye ne ya sapon ne tiwa no mo e hya se bonyo mo
me tiase me ka se wo se woman ne say
yes na so obetena ne nchen sa abetena ne nchen so obi otu obi nchen as young girl
sa bere na tiwa ayi ya sapon ne pena man na aware na mo tiwa na tiwa no ya akwada wo se obetena mo nchen sa akwada
san wo mo kan
dabi ye be hwemu ye me pese me check it on the date of birth
ochema na se wo mo hya se wo mo totu nyum na ye hu wo mo
yes
enso se wo mo abra wo mo ti wo mo fie wo mo emma limelight na ye nim wo mo
yes
ma me no kire se we no e ya ase oba obetena ne nchen na wo ne kunu mpo wo mo tete no
na ma me ni ti wa ho na nyi a wo awade sa abre no amati wa no ya kwada
ma hweti we ni mu fan ka se wo chen pina man panyi
okay
sana wo hwe no
me danse abana se ye get na ben santi en newspapers na
enti man hwe n'animu no na en fan ka mati ase
etena beto aso
e beto aso me peni na dia ba
mati ma fa e friends on human news ento en fendi kan why
mama kasa nka we asen
okay
adano me share interview bi labor minister
yeah
Rashid Pepo now will make claims be say NDC government no womo about 1st January that was on the 7th biano 7th January 2025 no womo beto unemployment rate of 15% enya no correct enya no correct because Ghana Statistical Service report omo de ba ye July 2025 na suggest say unemployment it fell to 13.1% in December 2024.
Nice one.
What you say? And it said 13.1 in December 2024. That was down from 14.9% in 2023.
Okay.
In Tabane Sena wo be inherit 15%. Aya mon kan okre.
A peer age man on me.
Enti mon kan okre. Mo ba ye na muntu mi nya hwia. Yes na say mo de baby a ye be ba be di banki. Enti ano so eno.
All right. Newspaper and pay your authentic media outlet and a medi France here. Yaboni tete na afika na sene mpinfo so esinkonwa. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and ndey worry echo the 10 appointment per each constituency if elected as the president of the Republic of Ghana, and inshallah 2029 you best swear in as a president of the Republic of Ghana. Ni phone da akatafa toso mienu and I know we in the campaign na I was the Ashanti region. You been a champion so and I work as was say delegate move for vote mame na maba mo homode ato all the constituencies are I want my Ghana mo na didi amonyo me muninti no me stress am so monto aba emfama me na Okankwe Central Member of Parliament yera eye Buama and ono so ekase Patrick Buama and what you say John Dramani Mahama His Excellency jai economy numu yo jai economy nim na economy na enrane no ho jai economy no na jasa injection of forex na we go system ni mu no eba ne sa na artificial we jai economy na no run smoothly a we be hunu o downs and ups na we tumi ahihye ne ma yie and also am so the Supreme Court pandai odi asem no de ma yera matinyundam no kratin so jabale fato so emiensa ahine ba news yanko
me to also every the dispatch ko akrateni o sha dispatch ni mu ene NPP wo mo candidate ahodo nyame adom 31st January yekoto mo so aba omufoni ene de hasi omuhihye omo NPP atade kama otum so they are very proud of their party colors. Now you see NPP celebrates NPP flag bearer elections. APL final survey tips clear victory for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Na pay so masia we survey bi so yes chinchina ye unipa no be wini o yes unipa no be wini enti agro ne fem me na osisi nya wieye ye be hu chale na etubroni a okatwi kratafe to so dumienu ene de we de ba ye na no pay na ye see ene in 35 years no road accident 2949 ene kunkum nipa ewo 2025 road accident nko na wo so 35 years we ene ne eso pa ewo mu nta wo se etumi edi hu etuma we need to improve na kratafa to so du ba ko ewo dispatch mu trese male infertility Emema wom entumi enwo say it accounts for 70% of cases where couples struggle to conceive. Awafo eware na wom entumi enwo a eya na emu ohanchichemu eduoson no eya na efri mema no omuno ntumi wo nso ye ya na de kwakoshe ma no mo yo enti the dispatch ne de ba no pay no the archives or say profiling the fact or say NPP celebrates reset at Supreme Court after attacks on CJ Obua archives kanokre obi attack CJ mopa mu CJ no ene ye kan hwasam se enye ne kwanso a na mopa mu na wi na mu de npa wo fraba na ye de case akone ye wo case a ma ye ni ma ya na 4-1 majority decision quashes Pandai by election. The archives and the way so edebaye and anopay. Na her and yes, minister hands over 16 vehicles to enhance apprenticeship program and also edako akrachinim and anopay. Yes, Mahama case no ashasia eji amanfo nkwa anisa ene pilot phase ene yefrase ye kratafe to so enan ene de we so abaye se midwife bia wo yare pa wo preje no nkwa 25-year-old bi so ka ho wo mo ensaka 236,590 support from the Mahama case. The archives ene de we baye ene anopay. Daily Graphic or see truth and accuracy every day. Na wo shoku wakrata no enim ene anopay ya any adish ahimfo any adishi bi en wo mu esu efrefre sempenu fomra emeboa wo mu forest ho ban na o metumi abo forest no ban e de free galamsey for ensem wo mu ebe hia ene asoja for camp military camp sanse wo mu ene ye merema ma e betumi abo amanfo pa ma sabi wo mu gimi efri wo mu ama mu do mo galamsey akope bebi ate eno so da ha na Dr. Mahmoud Bomia da so ha ketekete kratafa to so miensa du miensa or say or you committed pa for the party's welfare and also edako akrate nenim Yero Martin Yindam is still the member of parliament for the good people of Pandai and the Supreme Court and we ruling Bank of Ghana were dropping policy rate to 15.5% and also akratafa eto so eduenu ensong Daily Graphic. The business analysts or see shaping economic decisions. Sir President Akaso Albert Kobna Jumfo, GJ President no, and Woma Ghana or say Woma Ghana Fire Service for 14 days ultimatum. So Womu Enye Bibi and then pan of us me over the assault of the journalists.
Yeah, journalists.
I saw Mom 14 days.
Media group journalists.
You international edako wakratin and then anopay say attack on UTV journalists, arrest police officer GJA and wakacher IGP say yabo UTV is a training bi inti yemomodian se nipa kora wo yes ad na eposi ni no yenko enkokyere no Michael Akrofi nufoni ye dia babeto hakrate fe to sunum na edu we so yabo abuna tutu ni tinu
oh Michael Akrofi
Michael Kafra why Kafra, Eastern Regional Correspondent. Amasamai police arrest Mark II over alleged unauthorized use of a mega herbal bitters brand. Hey, I assume
bitters the more. Someone pay. I don't say yama more.
Unauthorized use. Na oshoku wakrate enum ene anopen so a onyina e champon kwesi jemfi kwabri East MP or non payment of cocoa farmers risk collapse of sector kwabri East MP munya botra ba papa na aba se maka achromo se a free 2025 ekwoto yempede de bia wokrom he yempede de bia wokrom how aba papa we you know the ones that amuka che say a second independence na cocoa farmers body omo ya mitwe obi abetu cocoa mu free 475 about 3,109 obi so besha obo so ne do obo be pejima ko 700 7,000 bia 7,000 o se makotoma ba man uri abesun kan muya dede muya di wo krom ase na ye enjoy your independence The Chronicle ko Accra also dia bo yesi asante matafo and wo mutaye rabra ne champochi and pe some be so be so ne be wini o I post ni dia ba left right sam yes, so I could deliver the message, a message of hope at the amount over 11,000 delegates into I endorsing and also at the APF for the almost baby Gina and Gina Dr. Mahmoud Bomi renew one touch. We run the beer anyhow. You're Rabu Jinapo. When him say Jinapo, it's a victory.
Yeah, and I know.
Yes, Jinapo it's a victory. Into a say, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia will bring victory. So Dr. Mahmoud Bamia will bring Jinapo. It's the Chronicle and a Dubai and ne anope. Imagine we so near the Kowankrat Mobosono at the Abat New Year.
Very well. Mamma, that's say. Abena say 1 million pound anope. That's say. My enda in Humbra Sia na yene Honorable John Kwabena Abam Abwa Sani. A former member of parliament for the good people of Mpohofiase constituency. Na Obano a year national campaign for DMB, our member was also a Western Regional coordinating team no ehon. Tano pay wano and then in the Bishiana Yedin Komo. Efano Yamiya Duma Aken the from Yenu near Kwakotua ba Ediyi Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia as the flag bearer for the party. Now Okwakotin Kunim Ediama 2028 general election mono and home common on the pay Ibedin. Timena Umbra Sia near Metro, but that's a good morning.
Choboy. Me kasa no 1 minute e de yaseda. Me din kada me regional executive sinyina se sanso so ana me da me constituency chairman for and the constituency executive sinyina so ase. Na mababa da coordinators any polling station ni council of elders ni patron for nyina ase. Na we di ayabos bode my boy Dr. Ayu a free year, my boy Abaso a quans from Koso. Why are dear sir campaign? Why should my chairman me ye papa? Only one casa wunya calling team. And then Mian Casa special assistant Eddie. And new Abua for Muka Hunina all the team. Onyankopon na me de damunyina mase. My second vice, I love you. Onyankopon shira munyina. Dia tosu bio ene se abaya kwakoto no 31st no enye obi a waboa eso aba ana ye kwakoto ye kwakoto aba for our future, for Ghana your future. Ye kwakoto aba se hwan na betimi awene aya election 2028 no na free 1992 abepem ne no MPP enipa 9 ana adi a party nanim de odi kan no ne ye friend adubu ahe ya ko 1992 no ye MPP for the age to musa ya win but ya mfa no enunti ya mfa no yare beka no no 1996 no eno so ana de otoso mienu ye wuraje ekufo esoso ba 1996 Oba 1996 no esansa no odika ninti ne nsanka 1996 yewraje ekufo oni yewra Rollins na ko abato no yato wie no anya 39%. Aya 2000 elections no na nya dia yewra Rollins beko bio enunti yewraje ekufo 39% na onya aye no na nya ehunu na se na nya kwa enti abra na yewura aya atama sa wanya ne ba bi ko onyankopon fa de krasie na wo ya vice president yewura Rollins ene amma dini gina NDC fo anamu no ne je ekufo ko contest ye no aya 2000 no esanse na yewura je ekufo anya 39% ni nti no na yewura aya atama se so wono so oba bepe aya 50+1 ne yewuraje ekufo oba bepe 11+1 nti no yeto abano ne yewuraje ekufo no awe ne abano 2000 sanso ana yewura ayaje ekufo no abra oba beko 2008 no so pese Akufo-Addo ne di na de na so abra ne yewura atamase so akoba ko mienu miensa na o aye yewura je Akufo nkobio no oni na nado so kokopere no ni nyina ne se aye yewura atamase ana ne nsa kan eti Ghana ya batuo no bebre no ayabra president bi
Sunny live our TikTok into no obetumi so follow e ho no na come dey no in fact proceedings no obetumi so na we follow e ho no text message no 0248071174 0248071174 dodo na aba into no e beje bre na yakenkan e de amamo unia dabi emwa me bra from Prah me da se baby out no so hwe na wan sare okay, menda umbra bacho ye twa abesisi a
kono na ko nipa foforo ho eti abra yewura atamas owuye no ana yewura John Dramani Mahama the president obedi na dia as a president na obedi na dia as a president no obedi na dia as a president no so obehwemu a Aya 2012 no ye nyina enimde si ye you and I were not there ade de beto aso be call 2016 election esanse na nadu danko Akufo-Addo no akoba aku no akomienu no akomiensenti no for the first time no na candidate no ebi aye popular say the sitting president ana ma Akufo-Addo so be win 2016 na nadu danko Akufo-Addo so abra ono so ba be free so no no so pesa yewura Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia incoming president no pesa ono so na edi na ade na so esanse na Akufo-Addo so adi no ono so koninti no aye yewura Mahama efise okọ 2016 obekọ 2020 and obekọ 2024
so anopay yane honorable John Kobina Abam Abuasani former MP for Mpofiase constituency and deputy energy minister Omanga Namuha NPP penso no obodwuma pa e de boa yewura Herbert Krapa ema nedwuma no esoani empremprem mu no we member DMB campaign in the Western region national and the Western region so a regional coordinating team member and no eba be di enkomo we wasani ofimpo ho ana mesumi wasani me firi benso ana good morning
openyin
bacha hu ya
adumia na mpaibo na hweyi
ele amiasi
na me de neso achen
ele amiasi city otimi ya na ono bomrekudu katim I think some Wednesday no no city on se wasani ofidom pesa ana me firi benso nti wasafo ne ba no de o mama me se me ni na wasafo ni kom na bia boko dey
oh bia boko papa
party mu ye
party nyame adum emu ye papa emu ye apart from the internal elections to elect our flag bearer for 2028 it's normal with every political party.
Okay.
Within such period that you be elected the flag bearer no. A proba aspirant no war born into no. Oma party ni mu bosho. Obia rekasa. Obia crisscross the various regions across the country.
Okay.
So for now, onana your party no yehwe na memory ndo bebe. Ye yakani dinya obedi anim for the next 2 or 3 years ahead I got to aba
very well
2028 my main father mark kwenya so na binchi a wetie for wetie na won so a wohwe so binchi a won so nkokra na ma official pa
okay
Zafi modika na ma ba studio high
sure
me ma win na official pa na besenya meni shade ma on there bibia odo bia na komaso a osenya me denya me ye man afia ye romi afi be kwa wie na nyame oni na edini
okay
why na Kumasi adaman kanka mempeso asofo a wotim oye mpo mempeso asofo mpo fiase wona wo hwe me wona wotim so me ma obi a afishiapa and yeto abani we 7 December 2024 so this is the first time, and I'm say first time if my memory serves me right. This is the first time I appear on radio and TV sets.
Oh, okay.
I've stayed off from the media for all this while.
Okay.
So
I say Okusian period. Obe period na say bibi tano na no tabi.
I've stayed off from the media.
Ti the town you be do command pay. The town mo aba media mu no.
Yeah, TV chi obiara. Obi afishiapa.
Obi aje odo pa.
Na busia penyimfo na mahima fu me chi obiara. Ya party maso woti yen wo Western region ha na Ghana ha inara so. Me chi obiara me mo obi afishiapa. Nkanka ya former president president Kufo. And the current one Ofridi Nana Akufo-Addo. And your vice president, former vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and the Mami chief of staff, Atifrema, baby will be a Michel Papa.
Very well.
And the national executives now, all the regional executives, in Kanka, Western regional executives are you're paying the Densia or Dano, Michel Biara, Miankasa, me constituency executives,
sure.
Delegate and our police station executive coordinator, so Michel Biara no pay.
Yeah.
Na men kan
very well. Me da say enkomo yenda ye be kono ewo delegate police station executives obia ye ne bi enti ehiem ha ye be kono no so but ye remekudu ka ba me ne ye the same exercise into wa be ma me no ye the same exercise eno am tena se be 1 hour ana me dwenya mante ase because me hwe book ekutami ya ufoni na da so John Sani 2024 me read it thoroughly ma come from A to Z say Bible and Genesis to Revelation
yeah
honorable ntino enioma papa we na no enia enam nsaso ye edebo manfo minnim de koba ya ama abaye koto 2024 no ensada na ye because in fact honorable me dwenwu amanti ase hey is it that for tell me womanfo na mpa de bia ya de papa and I say dia na bo fam mpowa upon all this project away across your constituency no no I'm not coming soon but today bend honorable aden
your opinion me that say to date I've still not got the answers. It's something that is mysterious. I don't know what happened because everything was pointing to the right direction and everything was pointing so we are winning. Maybe I make her say, well, Nyamini moye.
Okay.
No ye. Maybe our man the Musa and Konye. Intibino, my resort to a pointer. Mede masemina manyame. Say, onye nyame nepa kamenji do be bandem. O nyame pese ebia o se nhu anu nyam. Ma bibinti na omo badem osande bibia all there me here within my strength within the 4 years period as a member of parliament all sectors bibia all there me here the boy me persuaso me here
sure
so ya kwani kwa more there and among bia no there me too na contractor say basu in Arab from Apowan Kosi Impoho na just more wadwa only ye najuma gidi papa and a second phase also from a friend then agenda 111 to Benso and also Kingspark.
Wow.
Yeah, the man. Until the contractors were on the road now they were constructing the road up to now. So I mean okay crowd there's small crowd there. Or no somewhere February crowd no ogukota ogukota fine oguda or a kwan reko. Employment
energy projects are there.
Yeah, foreign scholarships.
Yes.
Maybe now almost 24 communities are who light that. Light.
It's true.
And I connected all of them. And I mean, there were almost 7 to 8 communities. And then mobile network, mobile phone, at the moon crowded down now, the community now, will be put me from. And I was able to connect all these communities, Nina, and a baby, and I will come here. A team your network you can browse. A school are done. KVIP, boreholes, mechanized borehole in Sioux, and them I can say who book now. Why I was shocked. So I did within 4 years. AstroTurf within 4 years I may see AstroTurf. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, a Dumbanso and Ampoho. AstroTurf. I was going on a third one at Manso. Everything was done, awarded. Now Sky will be released. I start Manso then. So everything was pointing to the right direction. But 2024 election, Ankasa or Morty.
Sure.
In Framabi or Bo Western region, I dream more boy nana.
Okay.
Bekana the ripple effect.
Okay.
And it be a beka in one poho.
Very well.
Yameso.
The body minimum hopper. We got my dear Gakas Benz on Tenon Pohodier. Me Raben so Benuma, Medina Mudumasi, Duma, Meba Bob, Dumbounce, and Mama.
Sometimes people think say these are my own personal intervention projects.
Okay.
These are not district assembly projects. No. These projects are hand out the 4 years of my still worship. Nyankasa intervention. Mankasa me pray wa bam they buy my meeting here. No. This has nothing to do with the disassembly project. So the disassembly project no they can as part of my achievement. Come here say booklet to come meet. So 8 years of MPP. Nanado na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in Poho district. You puntu papa.
Sure.
On the man can but they themselves can testify to it. So yes,
yeah, Matthias, yeah. Right, and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia come on the baby. But what about him? So I say at least to meet and your mother come in before no. Wow, so with my your money idea. The other 1 year and Minia Kofi Benson, Kofi NDC 1 year ni oko parliament no mo hunu sa check Accra do media kwan me nam so me ban po sign dey kra me ba ho ne ade menim be mu ni didi nkomo ne ade. They were telling me a whole lot of issues in ade a okeka ka ho asem a wonya kra mba so. Though I told them say 1 year no extra because of 4 years munya botrama no 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 catcher woman. The catcher woman say, Unya kwa bemupe, and normal A, B, C, D. I know the bebra woman. So, no, I say, maintain woman, you may be near the asset. But on a walk room, so of the chronoso. 1 year near the answer will chronoso. Honorable.
Opay me that's it. Opay Messer, Messer said, the infantry. Honorable Benton, NDC, for now with Pohodi. Make us say make anything about say what you might wedi said more about
development
every week every 2 weeks I mean
and the development
na aso one can say dey bia mpo into why call hono dey bia say call nti abade na ehu ho a or different I'm always in Impoho, and one I would tell me can testify say Impoho the main trunk crime more than 1 month. Me Mampoho. I'm always in Impoho. Yeah. The crap out of the catch on.
Well, maybe
I'm always there. So if there's something unique, Adibia 1 year and some months. I will be training. In fact, the 13th month.
Sure.
Yeah. Wakabe. In fact, say how many months? 35 months left. Say the whole is 48 months.
48 months.
So
okay.
13 is gone. We're there with 35.
Sure.
Make us say I can pinpoint any project or anything visible. Men who were district where I can testify. No, me. I tell make us say for now, no. Anything about the current administration.
Matekasa.
Anamebwa. No. Be dim komo. By na dia.
Okay.
Me ba say me beton. Beton me papa. But I'm not.
I'm going to tell papa. And what's Pandai? Supreme Court ruling in favor of Yeramatinian Dam under constituency. Can be beaten in a minute. Niambra or papa and come on so.
Yeah, opinion me that say. Any that I'm say democracy no din kuni. Ghana baby ayeju ya yen amayosem no. They be amanfo ka say kebma min kebi me kan kebma min kebi me kan chewadwen na mesme nche madwen.
Okay.
Chewadwen na mesme ma che madwen ono na oma amayosem no odim wo ye democracy na amayosem a yare chichiri na ye dia ye mani.
Okay.
Na any that I'm happy say Supreme Court what they prepare na no kwal what the adwuma ma Tamale High Court Judge Otedwem Mosia odi na sem final na ye na ehun say bibi wan koye to know the party mpanyifo led by Lawyer Davis what they asem what they call down Supreme Court. I'm saying initially in the Supreme Court now you see Speaker have declared the seat vacant.
Yeah.
You see, so watch any data or there or quite a by-election now. And so Supreme Court in their first sitting was suspending and I said well halted that process no.
Sure.
Both parties now know we're interested to go back and be no suspending any itinerary and I said campaign or the work where na be them. And thank God say data what they share for the next sitting no. Work on it no. In the city no quiet for one.
Sure.
What watch friend is saying
high court decision
no. Masisiano. Where you state there now so we reinstate the current MP there Honorable Nadame
Matiyindam
Matiyindam good great thank you the Honorana Odahuye MP inti Damene Danasi democracy din kunim de yekoye nim no ya Supreme Court and judiciary ye hold them high esteem no bekoda no with what the peri ma o man no so appealing to my prefer.
Very well. May I say Honorable John Kobena Abam Abuasani, former MP from Prah constituency, former Deputy Energy Minister, and any din komo. And pay or can DMB National Campaign Team no and when I enriching no regional coordinating team member Western Region. Na wabaso betone papa DMB Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia. Na minim proper acclamation na yami aduma Saturday ye kwa ya nase kwa kwato aba.
Question they are interesting. Meji de wankasa pete takrema.
Yes.
Ehunyama papa.
Ehunyama.
Intinu wa ehwa. Intina wa o question no acclamation de aka no che de ehu bibi alive anamboa.
Sana mihu no. And sana fingers ni so na air pointed towards.
No kwa ehwema adwuma yaye. The national campaign team and both regional campaign team, the regional coordinating team in the idea Guaquem Yankasa ya papa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia aproba all over the country, all the 16 regions. Nakasa so no kafo mami
Hajia
Samira Baumia no kase kwa no odahu onemu ehwe young holding both our leader and the national campaign team no paying for work papa no ho both region ye na young holding e dia conform ni police station executives, the coordinators, the constituency executive, the regional executives, and a former executives. That's the regional executive constituency, former the regional constituency, former constituency executives. And one akekani na yes, sama yedia gu form ahobrasim na chopem. Yes, some of the woman Japan Kubio. Sunday Ye na yinim say your party from 92. Yamfa candidate bia anko general election for the first time getting a win.
Sure.
Our chances has always been when we present a candidate twice or thrice, we're able to sail through or break through and win the general election. So consistency has always shown say obwa ye kanko.
Okay.
And sometimes no what's it timitra adansidi na dai wasemka say and I say history always have to guide us with some decisions that we make going forward. Inti yeshwe yanka say abakoseba to the party in general going to the 2028. Our best bet is to present Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That's our best option. We have no option that to present him again. And we stand a chance. And knowing very well, say 2028, the current president will not contest again because he's done with his 2 term, and this will be coming with a new candidate. And having marketed Bawumia over the years, when from 2008, yeah, as a running mate, 2 times running across this country, the length and breadth that time, vice president 8 years, working and supporting then the president and the government, running around the country for the 8 years. And Obey flag bearer 2024. Flag bearer 2023
November 4th.
Having run across the length of this country, the man is well known every corner of this country. Neho sent Wajibe Biara.
Yeah.
And so marketing him after 31st January will not be a big deal. It's like still running around and then trumpeting his good deeds. Naho fama ni nimdie mawaye manisu ne kasai ne do ma obi biara abofra opanyino and na komanda ne pese obeso kana na ordinary so adi hu ne hihye ya owo oda bebwa kana yetupo no ono na obey ya fapima ya de ne beko ne yakoton ne papa ndi motimi na moye nti obema ye message no to Ghanaians no obema ye campaign no aye
okay
say 2024 mo kan ni na Ghana fu fi say won jin to papa de obitima ye sisi ya ye winner ye wo opposition na one woman NDC mo ba bem no now this is our test time and we are all watching with our eyes and so we'll be comparing the records.
Okay.
And so when the time comes, that's where our strength.
Okay.
We'll be pushing behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Ano mami rembo ha na enkomo bi e ekoso a enkrofo person mo discredit Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
If you had the obi wa ha bia no etun support e dia man. Though some of us we are not delegates. Afen dey be delegate. But one more delegate bi no so wa.
Okay.
One mama yati ase and yes you ready from history na e kire say papa no owonisado ho no because being a vice president Krana so tuminya 33 achievement to his credit even more but the tuminya tray o paper so 33 ya and ono so Krana vice president o vice president di no aya kono aya active because my me this year who so here dey yes but even also person mo can say me discredit say he is the weakest ever candidate NPP in your history as Amanyoko ma presenting on when started free yura abeti du bwan say onu kra okwa na JJ Rollins ehuru na cramp on say na otumi ebo no homoden yura kofo so do nya 39% on the first time there but omo read this history no but the Americans so omre he's the weakest say facha me economy no kra no be run na kra na wa bon oduma ye hwe ni ade obi ka sa asem na anu ye be na de be ma no
the opinion that say many one yadwin share what can I say about me a weak leader in Chemo what the mano. Eya me dream wa me nti wase. The reason being that 2024 year to abano. 7 December, 8 December, getting to the evening, he called in for the election. Yes, he called the current president, congratulated him, and then wish him well. And so that makes him a weak leader. For me, I disagree. That makes him the most courageous and strong leader. It takes somebody who have a strong heart, having gone into a general election of that nature, 2024 election, most naughty. Now, one kasa accolade to results, electronically. Now, one kasa results na enyano 90 to 95%. No, it means you have lost. And looking at the tension then in the country. Now, MP Kroni Basabasa, you want the country to be together. The peace of the country is paramount. As part of your agenda going to the election. Na nipanu onya kudru. No time frere ni me contender no catching there. I have assessed my results and now I've considered I've lost. And so you have won. Me buabado. Edin kunim. Nyamen kan na hweyado. That is a courageous and a strong man.
Obanka say kwatweman so kakra. What? I say uni abeka say ono do onye wiki sa na otumi accept just that. That's how otumi okrom ye hu tweman so.
Uncle.
Yeah.
For hwe me di day in Paul constituency. About 10:30. Now I have almost 95% of my coalition seat. Okay. About 8 o'clock no. Now shit I answer can each there. We are trailing. We are losing.
Okay.
Until by 10:30, no, we have got almost 95 to 100% of our shit. We have lost. So at that point, me akasa me kura me data. Meaning say this is the resource me kura. After that, me friend me police station executive na constituency executive say, yenko eden, yenko patapana, yenfa no. Na me pe. Me district na constituency ni here na me party here na ye call them patapa na say obi hwe no kwa no ne ma na ne ye ana say ne kun na ne ma no waja wachi no sabi aso di dem no ye ni dem
for your personal gain no
politics no ye ni dem politics no Ghana ye rekoye ni mo na me ka che bebe aye ju wo ya ma yo semu no sa to trust them no patapa sem no obi baby ni ehu bio because wow, and clearly you have lost and that singular aina and general secretary Justin Kodia have come out say and what born is subo there one man yet them ono ana o she the bedroom no ba out and then he called in general secretary have come so onya no kwa it was a collective decision what's us here? Na mpanyufu na wo ho.
Sure.
When I what Jitum say, the man should called in. So it wasn't like ono kutina auction bedroom na say sorry there was no reference to the leadership of the party. Now you can't, even when you're a flag bearer, you can't do that. Say a collection now. The friend is saying, said one year, a whole flag bearer of a general party like MPP. A bit my friend, a contender say, Aja to say, Edin Kuku, you can't do that. You have to respect the party structure and whatever. So the general secretary came out to create that kind of falsehood that what to Papanado. Into the idea says, calling in as early as between 4 and 5 or so the following day, make him the weakest leader in the I don't buy it. But to me, it takes the courageous and a strong leader who have gone into an election of that nature. When him say wedding kuku no be free ni contender no to congratulate him and accept defeat for the country to move on for the sake of peace. I think that we should applaud Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for that singular year Otekino. But rather, we looking at me, sir, single a decision and I say, sir, I say, or you're weak leader now. So you'll be a Konadu engine na engine to no. The whole international community are all here. Is that not it?
Sure.
They know what has happened. Look at, I think within a week, the international community all were applauding him.
Yeah.
And diplomatic call Ghana pay the courtesy call on him at his office at the presidency, and look at the kind of statement it came from all of them. Now look at the way he's being honored, being respected in the international community. Look at the invitation he gets all over the world to represent on international platform, on global platforms and all that. It's some of this in the international community. They look at you, persona, pabio, wide dream, the international community worship.
Okay.
And so, Mama, I didn't know or the TA na yenim party no now the TA nim papa. My yenima benum all over the world say MPP party no yenim di.
Okay.
Na yenye etutru a fine work and then
etutru party.
Into that issue of he being a weak leader and penny for woman and fantunchen.
Nice one.
Now comes to this dollar, the economy and whatever. Uncle, yeah, sifim, yeah, politics, no. And I'm reading Yanankasa within the MPP party, no. Most you try your home fan. Oh, yeah, na. Oh, yes, so. Uncle CCLT. Good for oil, good for reserve, all these policies in around. Okay. MPP are banned under the leadership of Konadu. After the COVID-19, you call recess, you call IMF, you start to say, you put the economy in shape to make sure, say, all this, the friend is say, economic hardship, what we are seeing, na Ghana, yenye island, I be kind. You start to say, economy started there, Olijani now, so Accra, we started seeing the indications on the positive direction in the year to about freedom. Now, currently, Obia sorry, Ato is forcing. Ato is forcing. Ato you know finance minister bia. CCA, you pay and pay. The dollar, waba form. Crude oil, yes. Look at our time. Now crude oil will be now 72. If it went up to $120 a barrel today, we are hovering around $50-60 a barrel. So you can't compare that. But they are taking the credit, and all the credit is being given the finance minister. After the what the credit, what the current vice president. Into urban saying the MPP embrace when things, some of the things that turn upside down, what is to Bob vice president? What about there's a finance minister there?
Okay, but our finance minister no active too much. No, make man no. I saw na what you man asking to a year. Do man man crop for crop who is on there?
The finance minister.
Me so vice president. Sabre. Dr. Hadi Mahmoud Bawumia. What's the man not last year? It's not come. Or you very innovative. Or creative. Into to me a dream baby. I'm on minds in way. The ones I do ono na adwen dia ba jaman ko fo etes o ye adwuma pa it is a koban say obidia no wo ye kura no touch ma kakra be say ono na why but no your finance minister
diabolic they is look it's like give the dog a bad name and hang it
adwuma na say any emphasis so adwuma na say
that is it and yes what's in my okosu no na oboyina we can credit Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Most of our economic success and I say achievement here. Yes, we cannot take him out.
Yeah,
of course. But the point is that the totality of our economic fairness is a teamwork.
Yeah,
is that not it?
Sure,
it's a teamwork. It's
true.
For me, sometimes when you look at some of the campaign from some of the aspirants, they make you look as if Papano. He was a sitting president, the vice president, the finance minister, the agric minister, the interior minister, the defense minister. The whole single person was a cabinet. And he sit at the cabinet, take the decision. Now, as a whole government machinery, and as a party, yeah, implement. It is a okwankuya yenfanswano, okuya yenfamano. That wasn't it.
Okay.
And the aspirants here were 5 aspirants. Some of them were cabinet ministers.
Sure.
Some of them have been deputy ministers, and then the second term became substantive ministers. Some of them have been minister of state at the presidency at cabinet level, and then later became a Greek minister.
No.
Yeah, some of them are hold positions,
board
chairman, and whatever, blah 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 blah. And today, government is a teamwork. Today, Wakasa, as if said they were not part of the government, and that everything that went wrong is Dr. Mahmoud Baomi. For me, when we do, we are not being fair to the man.
Okay.
But I mean, the right thinking Ghanaians and the delegates, the polling station executives, some of these things, when you try to masquerade some of these allegations on the man, it doesn't hold. And hold, they have tried all that they can. And Herman can be being chow. I could come to cry a so crap on there. What's it? Obia Opedo or a flag bearer. Now election will win with numbers. Obia Pede flag bearer. Ako wari fulani no what do I know about to Abama? You win power. Into other what to Abanima Obia. Nigere Asantinio, so Achimnio, Sonny Edenio. Uncle Kwame Kuma, Okwari Fatia, Egypt,
Egyptian, yeah.
What to no Swaba Fatia, Egyptians, I know confirm for Egypt, but I'm over to the man Kuma and Kuma only win. Samira, Obiani Nana Moabet Ghana, wow, Nana, wow, ne papa, wow, son, wow. Samira school Infantiman.
Okay.
Or we are school at University. Or think crying, tree, whatever. I don't know, you're taking your time to listen to the lady. That's a aspirant. But they be now who message have to do with one of the aspirant is one of your message for delegate to vote for you. Then I don't think you have anything under your sleeve. Say a pedebe factor for NPP. Some of these messages are Kasana only nam from Media. Messi police station executive no one day. Now remembering that in a better sound.
And here, boys say you, I see a better sounds. Oh, you sound come sounds in the better pan. Asamba conso say delegate no mutio. Don't send a message on more. And Omo Emmanuel said Dr. Mahmoud Bamiano beto abadiamano. So what is on the table for them? Grassroots, any party ma. We are Ghana the eto abani we are and okwanyama as flag bearer for the party. No we ni ama Ghana main na. Tiano ebeka Ghana for the after ebia yato abani ewie. But for now no the delegate grassroots constituency level police station level the no mu hwe ni mu say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eba be flag bearer no. But the best spice up our party swaya kono near to me win the power 2028.
You open you medasi. I'm say you're paying over pro. The same be the Akwem Oshia police station executives na coordinators na constituency executive regional executives na or the pro. Nyama be Akwem papa na enyama na odegu Akwem ni hihye odebua party no na party mafo a wo form na de ni na no so sharing wokokwema oni edi hu komo papa.
Okay.
Na oni bebit mo ho a haye kwa ho mintimi kani na go mfamamu ha
sure.
Party for na kasa we are aware but one of them are air public obi anim have to do with the 10 appointment to each constituency.
It's true.
Obeto amayin na yankasa ya hwe nkrofo a wofata wo di bill obeji dem appointment na ne hu sunsun so no oba beboa form fo no na mwaka on yen na edi nkomo kokwem a on no higher kwan ho amitimi kanina the assurance na reshema doc odiama your party no the rank and file ni na no we now winning papa dem no ka winning papa the empire bonde am be to super go no so oba be yo man panyin na sa na ni so ade hu a o ma party no hihye na party ni kanko na party no wa be your party a formidable party a obetan ho da kositama ewiase nyaminara dem waka no obeba na obefa ni wiase because MPP it's a vehicle that is running. Generation will go, generation will come. The political party.
Okay.
The next generation will come and take over.
Okay.
And so we have to leave a legacy to run the party to the next generation. Okay. And that's a vision of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Honorable John Accra na member sesia mesa ba hobio medanse. Yana Honorable John Kobena Abam Abuasani, former member of parliament for the good people of Mpo Fiance, former energy minister, deputy energy minister, and then the DMB national campaign team member, or also a Western region coordinating member. One more share coordinating Yamani Adia. So na no piano no edin komo Western in the morning so Western Diamond TV. Now messages in bebre no na abem nti man first man be me no penamen clear even from na fe yenwura some of the posters bin so aye ane enkom hye ahodo nso e baye mem gine de je obese fantikremu nti no kom hye megidi na so osomu na ye mumbu but se Christopher ede eje nkom hye di pa de be hwe no so nsem na eja ye de nkom na ba na wiye na afa course no I say good morning Radio PRO Western Diamond TV. This is my favorite station. I watch every day. DMB will surely win the election on 31st of January 2026. In the name of Allah, he wins 2028 election as well, inshallah. From Razak Zakari from Upper East Region, Pusiga, Ghana, and we'll be free at the Abba. And the audience, so 024807 0248071174 0248071174. Say, NPP party, why must you discard Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? He is your best bet for 2028. He has all the attributes of a good leader. He is the reason why I have always voted for NPP. Collins Edifri Bekwai and what they abba. Mr. Mamu from Munya Botrema me pa na ebreno sunye. I say okay, we na abba me no. I say good morning. Otrema good morning to you all. My children keep on burning them. O message here. You are all children. O message na munda ho. But if you say to be ase and our day abba. There was a Tobiase DMB all the way. Fabian Efri Ofusu Fabian Ofusuche out the free Western North at the Abba Town Goddess Thursday. Good morning. How are you doing? And how is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia too? Because he's our next president of this land. Mark my words, Bawumia is going to win 80% of the vote come Saturday 31st January 2026. Messages ni bebre na wa na so bebre nti my fancy global info analytics for 7 no ye di nkomo bebrebe para no pay fufura ebebo mu enureti a enura ye ni mpenifo bi mu di nkomo APL Africa Policy Lens APL Africa Policy Lens ami nua Penny Hayford Mensa Ayarakwa Director of Administration and Partnership but one more di omde bag no Honorable, one sample size no 9,122 and a delegate so beto ba e wo mo paper so no 211,847 and a beto ba yami admit 31st of January Saturday day ni mu and o metumi enya mu 9,122 also a delegate omo no mo ekasa ye na omo margin of error plus or minus 2 is either independent by 2 account number so by 2. At the end of the day, no Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia grading kind with 59 to 63%. 59 to 63%. Canada in Japan 23 23 to 27%, and Brian 3 to 7%. You know, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia and a lead with a commanding lead of 59 to 63%. And some of you say, you know, yendi hu komo kakra. Was say, which of the aspirants' message was clear and convincing to you? Na ombi say mono 69.7% say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia message convincing and clear to them. Canada in Japan 40.5 and Brana Champon sorry no Canada 48 and Brian 40.5 and I'm saying besides say answer na 5 the aspirants no omo bebo ntoa no na hwan na e wo trim so beto abade ma no ana omo ba ye bebo ntoa no so wiye no wadwe asesa na ana ogina bebia ogina Yoruba na Champon answer na obe campaign no na womo ese beto abama na 3.14%. Okwa ne campaign we na akọ 5.20%. Canada in Japan answer na okobo ntoa no na 27.74%. Ave okekagu mu wiye no atia ba 25.10%. Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia ombo ntoa no na 54.09%. Obo ntoa wiye no akọ 61%, which means the message was convincing and clear to the delegate womo efre womo, that's a 9,122 no. And I say nearly all respondents, 99% were polling station executives and omo edi enkomo. So prophecies I also about kan ho I confirm say DMB all the way, meaning Saudi prophecies dia na Saudi polls and so di dia ana ba ni mi ni come fa we ho
yo open me that say pa ma analysis and answer data they are to join now so me a student of research. I've read a lot of them, a series of them. I've come basic. Me a sure some like a child craft for Beba, and I've been following it. And it's an interesting say. Oh yeah, the be a democracy in Juna, Siciano, we result on data,
sure,
research. To make the decisions going forward. Obwa Dami hey na Timupo ana Timuka obia kana dream oni njasubia oni ebia no kana sem no sisia no. Our trend of politics no is becoming data driven and it's good for all of us, and I'm happy. Uncle mede no kwanya me nimini say no kwadi we afa pa ebi ameka say no kwadi we afa dem ma ameti Johnson metimi de no kwa ma me ho na metimi de no kwa so ma me nyanko ana menua anka damilation anka sembi anu ho
okay
because no kwa no e ba kope yin na yinim the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia no dey de ne ko si be di no kwa ma say yankasa MPP amanyoko party no si be di no kwa ma ye ho a yenim say our best option for 2028 is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Intin kan ne kwansen ka sa kasa bebre yake kansema after 31st no purging ourselves no crap no as a party will take a long time. The damage we have caused and even the damage control and to bring ourselves back to the limelight for people to know say MPP maye ni na no so ya do kwa me yake no so ya no kwa so nya no kwa no we have a huge tax and a work to do nanka yidi no kwa maye ho anka da masemi na we see timi no data research na data over out na all point to the right direction, giving Dr. Mahmoud Baumia as somebody who is leading and who is going to win on Saturday. No, it doesn't surprise me. Now, Miankasa Susuno said, "Be campaign, me waiting to papa ya corrounds ya ninkofa kasa." The response from the ground nature there, the grassroots, no, the love for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, no, and they want him back to lead us. Intimidate. The research and data information urbanity, it doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
I know the wind that is blowing and the direction that is blowing. That's what they are giving. That's the data and the research and information about. It's the right thing. And then when it comes to the prophecy, for me, I believe in prophecy. I'm a Christian. Okay. But when it comes to politics, I believe God, He is a God of all flesh.
Okay.
Nyame na nyame emre ni mrebia wo nyame nipa odi won di djuma sonko.
Okay.
Wo wiase. Se nyame wo butai ma o se awo na me pede edi demi djuma yi emame a. Odi be demi djuma no because nyame kwa otimi yeso moa to fulfill his purpose and mission. Indeed, God is not a respecter of persons, as the Bible says. Indeed, for me, I believe in prophecy. I've seen prophecy working in my personal life, and I've seen it in other people's life. And I believe in prophecy. Manyamia kano obem. Okay, but say ofi nyami ankasa ho na mo wakam na nipa ne kan. We can't judge the person's integrity.
It's true.
So until the obebem, the manipana kano anombem no ni ebehu. There so nyame na waka and nyame na waka. We are less than 72 hours to go. Is that not it?
Yeah.
So let's give the benefit of the doubt and wait.
Okay.
Saturday 2:00 by 2, 3, 4.
By maybe be at the Nakwam.
Nanyame wakasa.
Okay. Asoma musa dan kwa kan na ase ebu ihu kaka se asofo nbo mo friend je research data.
What you need data?
Na ekosen ni financial income. Osunsum ya se no. And me ko hu ye. Ya zo bodi mo.
Yeah, you see well ebia spirit be bibi a chere no sofo. And I says, no more nyame and the way you actually don't know.
Very well.
But sometimes Yame Yachenide, but he also want to confirm my Yame Yacheno with what the public is saying. And what the public is saying,
okay.
We have some of these renowned researchers like
Musa Dankwa, Global Info,
and
APL.
All those people, So sometimes they also call to check if what really they have seen in dream or in vision,
okay,
say, or no color,
okay,
and sometimes, well, if what they have seen and what friend is saying, what dream na wenyano, on nema data na wenyano, on talia, I believe they go back in prayers, and so. The prophet and the spiritual men, they have a way of dealing with their prophecies. So for me, when it comes to this prophecy and spirituals are relating to elections and politics,
all right,
I'm very careful of what I say.
Very well.
I think let's leave it all to God.
Okay.
So nim repem no memory ndano.
Madase my generational thinkers in mremu callers ni uremu pa me mo bre no mo so mremu na de mo ka no mo nka minim se ye na ye hunu e social media no so se edin ba omia ya kire mu se it's an abbreviated edin intine ya kire mu ati say the B stands for obia or brilliant, the A stands for obia or affable, the W stands for obia welcoming, the U stands for obia unifier, M stands for be modest, I stand for be innovative, and A stands for be friends action driven. Into baumia ni meaning no the amabobo so now so e dey the pefe wo papa no ni nkasa yemu ni yemu ni nyuma yemu se ni din baumia na ne ya pe meaning di ama no esa fata se sa meaning no ye de ema ni din no me da say na messages ni mienu mintin free o say DMB is a measure of our time. The agenkwa for the party vote 3 vote DMB for from governor or from Boho I say a friend the governor, but the from Pono the message we about good morning, boss. My greetings to my fantastic former MP, Honorable Sani, for the good work that he is doing for DMB and good people of Mpoho constituency from the camp of Honorable Aibi. Say rest not into or the from Mpoho and also the about Honorable Kwapia. Good morning, dear delegates. I beg you all to vote for DMB. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the last bet for the NPP come 2028. Inti Honorable Kwapia and so dia what they Abasint Okushambo and so the phrase card 10 constituency and what they Abba Sente say good morning Radio PRO. Nothing can stop the ordinary Ghanaian who has been scammed by President Mahama and the NDC to vote for NPP in 2028. Any candidate who wins at 31st January is a win for the great NPP. Let NPP remain focused and united and rally behind anyone who emerge as our presidential candidate in order to come back to power in 2028 to restore the hopes of Ghanaians. Regards to Chairman Robert Otis Kobina, incoming constituency chairman for Iskadu Keten, Colin Sa, incoming secretary, and myself, that is Into Gushamo, Francisco Kuose, alias Into Gushamo, as the next communications officer for the Iskadu Keten constituency. 0248 071174 0248 071174. Good morning. Now I'm going to pay.
I told about any kind, my member about it now. No, Tia opening Cassia or two man a pay. I remember never super papa. But now, and then last hour for campaign, and I
it's true, yeah, operational guidelines.
That is it. I said that my Mintia for my regional minister, Dr. Konadu document, baby, I will be Accra, Mission and a pay. Now, Augustine and Katia, incoming woman organizer. Or say me think I have said, and I want to meet Mintia, you see, me, baby, I can't say, Otimaba, in 24 NPP, your moon, say, or moon be not young Kotraba or Mosono, who bear the say, or you leader, NPP. There's no doubt. Nambum, me, I slayer to try any day. You think I'm a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia that. Okay. Otimaba, it is a Nipa Yama catching that. You had any sing and near for Abana day. And you think I'm a fair delegate, and then last day, between Bialo, we are taking on thinking about NPP first. Very well. Then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
Now, Mahmoud Bawumia, only the unifier, only the only person over to be a unified NPP after primary. International delegate. You know, let me hear from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and you have at least 35%. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Now, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Chamada.
Sub-Zero will say, Joe, Mammy Chano pay.
Yo, and the pin was Papa. Now, look for the more queen and a more woman of the sun in our body. Let me thank you for the more queen. Let me see the next president of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Number for the more queen and the the incoming regional organizer of the snake. I don't know what's the finish. I feel what not to be there. Honorable Board of the Bawumia, we need power 2028. Mother, that Bahanta was mobile wire Prado. We can set it about them because I'm looking at the cross. And I'm the Piranabodo. I'm looking at the disco fight. You will see the first of because I cannot not about the disco. Then it's only given on the Piranabodo and I'm looking to see what kind of offer. It is school moment while today. It into the Kanye. Now, I get a support to know what kind of mobile was not clear about all man was happening there. Oshi, Oba, or the system, Baba, you are hanging. Okay, man, Oba, the 10th slot, every question is about the 10th slot or Baba. Who wants to make it? And that's something more for me. I'm here every day. We are about for banning 10. Sure. That's what I mean here. Look, Mark, if you tell us the details also, you didn't get the banana cover. The money make it good.
Mate, let us say Sub-Zero. Hello, good morning.
My brother,
Hello, boy, I'm who you are. Let me tell you.
Messi, Anyan says, one some would do for soon. I am one and Papa also on Kate. Obaka incoming president for 2029, Dr. Alad Mahmoud Bawumia, the eye of the region, Honorable Kobe, and I'm semi employer and Kofi the promoter, and all Honorable Sani, and I'm Mrs. Augustine and Catolba regional woman organizer, and I am Mrs. Nanadu Apia, followed by Oil regional treasurer, and I'm Chairman Otis, and the Chairman Api Fayadano, the Mitchell Good Casa for Composite. Yeah, my brother, one the paper. One of Butani. On your beer, to do loose or yeah, simple. To take a second, where you road from Kajabu to Umpo. Communicate say MPP into me and fight the money into me. Nay, Lucy. And then Binimble Dr. Baumia, Dr. Baumia, or may Lucy. Hey, where we have people all chances, cut sabin, I don't pay for them. Why you check about that? Echo wanting for a phone for one fat. The Western region day. In paying for bits, the one of good son, one of them Kuduka, one of them Joseph Kudu, one of them Kobe, and I'm a chair, oh yeah, me MP, Messa, and not mature, oh yeah, painful work when West walk. The word to walk what down, Dr. Bowman, let them get to thing, empty. You're not wet for something of Bowman.
Okay.
So you name, delegate, but able to win a Dr. Bowman 85%.
Okay.
Ghana.
Mate.
In see, say you took me and get the magic. Let's say, in Yala, your person, Kuya Yala.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But on TV, no team of phone, so we didn't be a casa free.
But from Osuan, some Kakefi, a Jim Bansom, or conscience.
Yankasa, Minia.
Yo, I pay Madame Papa, or the medicine would be whatever Western region, not for conscience. On the fair, what I said, I may appear once said, didn't she? Now, on a boss and a Juma or ye, which you know what about with the Tian.
I'm about to ask, OMP now.
The MPP, because I'm not in a Yankasa. Kenya, look at a Nimpa, oh, let's say we didn't cry, we be asking you in a qualified pet. Now, Kenya, I say, party there one. You didn't get it, the castle. And to say, as a parliamentary candidate, Yako primaries, let's say, who coalition will lose as a
okay, and then you know, come on, you be D, and no come on, Miana, me pass him in the back and was, but you know, course, in your PK. Right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
We didn't be working free.
Abdallah,
I'm Tiana Pay.
Yammy, Casapa, and I am more for something. Now, paying him, yes, you know what's no honor. So the Sabi, I don't know yet, and no. But summer work can water Sabamiano. You say, Damocopona, you order your bomb, or career type no. Nanka patch no what my queen. You can hold bomb number is right. It doesn't delegate to me now. One bomb, no one who wants to young upon a young father from my side. I had the death of Mahmoud Baumia. That's the first January. Okay. No one better than a present.
Jazakallah khairan. That's it. Hello, good morning. Body mami. Voice from Pau, Mount so Accra. O ga sa friend. Udi ni say. Na ya nkasa.
Pato. Demo and the normal you day is normal you no go to about matter the
Mate, hello, good morning. Hello. Okay. 0248071174. 0248071174. Ewa TV no so ntubetumi afa number no na wafre line mu ye pa na mse ajamu kakra 0248071174. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Bodi mami.
Me phone question me straight ya afre.
Yeni nkomo.
Me straight that get for so bia kwa ontoma awumia wo Saturday no. Ma Baumia and winning that detail on Franco Kimmy and this was
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, TV no ya no asan frɛ. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Body asan frɛ.
Pato kata da man, ya fɛ Masud.
Masud yan kasa.
Pato ya bom party na ni aduma. Saturday de obia MPP phobia sore ne koto abanama eye baumia na baumia na ni ni obia e ka baumia ni chia delegate ni chia obia baumia eni
Mate me da say last caller na fancy. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Bodin bebe okasa free.
Me kasa ko phobia.
Udi di say.
Edi ya me Accra.
How do you better so how the yen some phone gasa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Washer.
Bodin bebe okasa free.
Me kasa fi we say the Jomoro first vice na kase.
First vice. Udi no.
Jomoro Amadeus.
Amadeus Amintio.
You before here Jimana ma BNB. Na minim say inshallah. And ram the to water market wo. Bibi be see. Na ai yaka ya humbom enya abai de ekoto ba ye hu a ka bo mi na egia nti na mesre nshira ma alaji ba oni ba mi ase na no nye mekanika de dana se pa nyango fo enva sa ahu ba se no afan she ne ma pa na me sha obo se ye ti bia no ye de ba omi ababa.
All right.
Na radio ye ko pensi omudu candidate na actually ade mo wan say ade nti na yan people say to yaba na this is bad ye gina mu a omo ye campaign mo bi ye ha ade people ni na mu say MPP bo ma me yan mistake ko to atama say na Kennedy be nyansa fo me sra mo Kennedy ni nyansa say ha ye se ba o mi ara na ye sra o
mate me dance na monte ye na munko hu na RKJ na onka nsem ntram kukomu nsem owo no RKJ nip ECU no sana wo ko asempa from no say munnim we mistake mo ko try by the Kennedy apawa pa no mbebo omo apawa ni eso mo ka fa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bia mo kawie bibi fufuro bi ni o meka pasa mo ko try by Kennedy apawa na apawa ni mo be 300 me kura me release dia ma wo mo ma bo aka ho ono be ye na ba ko ni si
yo open me that's pa I'm say course ayenya crutch there ya papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia party ni na wajina tumprekope na dem e kan no Saturday ni there mere formalities na obesi na me wa manesa so na afi yedin hihye yegu akwama yebebo apro mese the memory delegate awoti me bebe you know MPP as a party your destiny okwayensem meji di pa there ye ba opposition 13 months a year and a month ye na eda sorry na ehwe mfama obofa ho a onya honka
sure
ntina jaba pakofo and be more card there so party or power na a messenger cry
want to me one
or yes and say a position the general secretary of the party banka sa Prah ma bo because I'm going delegate na wa kan wasema asi ye wianka ye campaign ke ye ni ye o na onna de bia eye o baby a wobu what is obofo nim say obawi akechire
ko huyi
anko eden huyi mo wesi bia no man fantu yachi de bia make say oba political party say ebedi nkunimo say ebedi nkuku onye ba akofo da adwuma ena say yedi nkuku ana yewini so a credit ana nkunimdi no onye ba akofo no eden oji oyi na ana nkunimdi no oba yaji ni ede boya ho samrani
okay
saa so na yeko na yedi nkuku a yanji ntum say na yakọ ne ayede na yedi nkuku
sure
ɔno nti na ɔyɛ amanfo wɔbɔ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia so bɔ dɛ ɔyɛ ɔno as a person ɛna yɛde lose them 2024 election a ɛyɛ na many one ɛnya adwene no.
Okay.
Nti mɛsrɛ yɛn na mosi biara no yɛmfa nto yɛakyi.
Okay.
Na yɛhu sɛ yɛ party baako. Tumi na yɛpɛ. Political party a ontimi nkɔ akansie na ɔngye tumi no.
Okay.
Political party no existence no. No yɛ den.
Okay.
Nti mɛsrɛ ɔma yɛn na yɛnka yɛn ho bom.
Very well.
Na afei so dem Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ɔkan. Ɔsi sɛ ɛyɛ delegate na ɛno nyanko wɔ asɛm a mɛnhwɛ dɛm nyanko na ne no wɔ asɛm no na ɛfa nto abanyɛ de ne ɛfa ntia no.
Okay.
Osan sɛ ɔno na awo ne de ɔno ne issue biara ɔno ne how.
Okay.
Nti mɛsrɛ na mede akyerɛ mpɔhɔ mpɛso aso. Delegate ayi na akɔto aba ɔyɛ memrenda yi. Mɛsrɛ sɛ any delegate people wɔ asɛm na ɔno nti no ɛyɛ mo wadwen wɔ asesa na akɔto aba de akɔ baabi a Dr. Mahmood Bawumia sɛ menka nkyɛ anɔpɛ dɛ awo de ɔno ne asɛm.
Okay.
Hwɛ ɔno a ɔyɛ aspirant no hwɛ ne su ne ban n'adwuma a wayɛ.
Okay.
Ma ɛhwɛ a wobɛti ma ayɛ ne kasae ma ne bɔbi ɔte na ɔto aban faide ne
fama
ana
we tamaso
mɛsa masrɛ sɛ ɔyɛ memrende yɛatete mfamom bebree nipa bɔnefo bi wɔpɛ dɛ wɔma abato no yɛbɛwie no wɔayɛ ma ɔwɔ hɔ basabasa yɛ wɔ asi nti mɛsɛ sɛ yɛn delegate na party mani na yɛwɔ Ghana ha nyinaa wɔma yɛ ninda hɔ.
Okay.
Sɛbi mpanyinfo anim a sɛ wɔsi eyi mfamabɔne a obi so yɛ den oyi bi de ɔde den ɔde frame de hyɛw. Sɛ yankasa yɛnhwɛ yɛn ho yie na sɛbi yɛyɛ yɛn nyama atutu asɛm a yɛ opponent na wɔwɔ hɔ no so wɔso wa adwen sɛ wɔso bɛyɛ den obɛyɛ bi de aframe na wɔwie na ɔka dɛ ha MPP si aka kyɛ wɔn sɛ wɔyɛ atutuafo ɛyi wɔn ho po ɔkɔtɔ abapo wɔn hwɛ dɛ wɔkuku wɔn ho na wɔyɛ atutuade nti dem a yɛn opponent ɔnfa no ho bɛwura mu wɔ other constituencies na wɔn create chaos na wɔn fan sɛ yɛ din no.
Very well.
Mɛsrɛ MPP wɔ ɛkɔtɔ abɛn nyinaa no yɛnyɛ vigilant.
Okay.
Na yɛnhwɛ sɛ aba no ɔbɛyɛ peaceful. Na then at the end of the day no yɛwie a ɔyɛ MPP no obɛdi nkunim.
Sure.
Na nyinaa yɛnka yɛn ho bom. Mɛsrɛ obi biara yɛnyɛ vigilant on the day.
Okay.
Na yɛn avoid bibiara a ɔde basabasa yɛbɛba a yɛbɛwie no ɔbɛma yɛ party ne din no wasɛe. Na megye di dɛ obiara ɔma yɛnto aba ne fama Dr. Mahmood Bawumia na memrenda obebo no mienu no miensa no na ye na no ye de ndase ye de amanyame se nyame wato spegu MPP so ye ye flag bearer na ye wi ye na ye mbra together.
Okay.
O MPP no we win.
Okay.
Na 2028 nyame ton spegu yeso
very well.
Ghana fo when it die so power.
Sure.
Ghana fo when say e MPP no betima ma omani where ye mo biara so where ye Ghana for when you die so.
Okay.
We can't afford to disappoint them. Me
that say
nyamisha.
I will overtry my kakre ni asori abom. DMB Sankofa Bawumia Bravio. Me that say. Honorable John Kwabena Abam Abu Asani ne ni share ye no. Anopay ye be see ya na ma the entire production team was say won no mba now so e be do mo ase say mo ba enti no Yaro Kel MCR Sami na camera no wo so Black Foreigner DJ Bone na Joe wo na wo MCR oskani frimpom manso abana se wa mani ampon na berma bana ne kro da bu Prah me da mu na so ase me din e de wo che Ramaba ASNCHL, the radio PRO, Benso Boga, and the other mean share watching Kubara, Barukija Itabi Ajagrabi,
Rabasaka Abinzi Abazebarko. Good morning. Amarabia.
Last meeting, man, one pa.
Dibisa. Nansen die, ya wen kitinkiti bi etiti me.
What? Abra amuzu herbal clinic nuro ho. Ohin potin na yo ya.
Me sorry anopa na makuju. Ma posu nyina ya me ya.
Uhia amuzu pi.